do the well, guys.
Yo.
We're here. We're not queer, but
No,
I did
MSK
have
is
sex.
queer.
Wait,
I'm
what?
trying
What
to fuck
happened?
this. I'm trying to fuck this girl's mom, man. This
It's
nigga out
Pride
here
Month.
acting
What do you
all
mean?
nigga. What?
It's Pride Month. Aren't all hashtag always proud?
Oh, the fuck that's supposed to mean? I'm proud to be black and alive, bitch.
No, you
But
sound
I
like
ain't
Big
gonna-
Worm. The fuck that got to do with me? Why you sound like Big Worm? Oh my god, man! All right, everyone. We're at a banger show tonight, and we've not been here for a long time, but we were literally here last week. I have to see when the LEC is starting. Doesn't the LEC start next week, right?
Yeah.
I think so. I have been watching the LPL. It's the only league we can watch right now. It's the LPL, which is not bad,
Yeah.
but Kitty needs to stop moaning. Why does this girl moan as much as she does?
Okay. When did she moan? Did she moan this morning again?
Do you not notice it? She moans when all the players like do something or they die or whatever.
I just thought that's how she talked.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh hell.
Because she has a very soft voice, unlike LaTiger's, who's LaTiger's voice is kind of soft too. I ain't gonna lie. It's not like.
Let me see when summer starts, and we will get there. Summer
LCS
season,
will
LEC.
happen this year.
Oh, it's happening.
The LCS one.
Oh, don't worry, it will.
With who?
They have no
it's
choice.
Gonna be you. It's gonna be you, me, James, Jimmy, and Keenan on the team.
Oh, we get like 20th place.
Nigga, that's still gonna be better than Dignitas. The fuck?
Oh, Lord. It starts on the 17th. So we have next next Sunday, we can do our LEC power rankings. Well, guys, you ready for a banger show? I am. Let's go. What is going on, everybody? This is the Cloud9 podcast, season 8, episode 5. We had a lot that ended up happening the last time we had a show, because the last time we had a show, the players were on their vote to actually walk out. The big old player walkout. Then that ended up causing this huge cataclysm effect. Bad takes, people exposing themselves as liberals, people exposing how stupid they are at business economics, just
it shows how bad the teams are. It's like
shows how bad the LCS is doing financially, which I have literally said on multiple shows for
it shows that no offense, dude. No one like the LPL only get like 20,000 views. I'm like,
are you watching on YouTube or Twitch?
Both. No, it barely shows it, dude. It don't show all the games on YouTube. Even on their channel, it's 50. It literally it depends on the day.
Yeah.
Because on Twitch, it'd be 20,000. Like, dude, like there was a time I think Kegel was like co-streaming or whatever, and he had 15,000. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, I think people are naturally just not thinking clearly at the point where they think like the viewership for League is just going to constantly increase. I think League viewership is going to peak. The only league that I think is going to not peak is like, or I would say the league that is still growing in viewership because it just still does every year is the LCK. But at some point, that's going to end up capping. I think,
the LCK peaked last year. It depended on the team because even when it was JDG, they kind of peaked around 29,000 views. Dude, all this dude does smoke.
Yeah, because the LCK, you see them hitting like 50, 60K when like it's T1, Damwon, T1, Gen G, or pretty much any T1 match is guaranteed like 50K. Hey, man, like if you're watching the LCK and if you're watching like T1 play before they start, I'm talking like that chat will be filled with 60,000 people before the game starts.
The viewership is going to die and so going to go to Clash of Clans.
You know why I'm playing that bullshit ass game, motherfucker? Clash of Clans?
Clash of
Nigga,
Clans.
you is in the clan, nigga. You is the clan.
No. Jokes aside, though, that is if you've ever watched the esport, at least like the world tournaments, it's actually not too bad to watch like on your phone in your free time. It's kind of entertaining.
Didn't Cloud9? Not Cloud9. Fuck.
Yeah, no, they were there for a short while and then they left. Team Liquid won a world championship in it.
I mean, they trying to win one in league.
Although, yeah, it was pure luck, though. Evil Geniuses should have won, and they had a way better
100
roster.
Thieves? Didn't 100 Thieves try doing a Clash of Clans esport or
Yeah,
something?
many did. TSM did, all of them did. It all failed, but...
TSM tried everything, man.
Yeah, the only ones that stayed there for a little while was, I think it was Evil Geniuses and then Team Liquid, and they faced each other as the two NA teams in the... I believe it was the quarterfinals of that World Championship. They both made it. Evil Geniuses won the regional title. And Evil Geniuses should have won. They had the better roster, and they had this Latin player who was excellent, who was on a World Finals roster. It was like an underdog story last year, like Vivo Keat or whatever. Mm-hmm. All right? But out of pure luck, they fucked up some things, and Team Liquid the time ran out on the final match, the deciding match point in the final match. The time ran out, which means it's just who has the most health left wins. And Team Liquid won and moved on by a single health out of 5,000. Out of 5,000, a single health, man. Yeah, and then they ended up winning the championship later.
You know, a game that is still etched in my mind that is pure luck that G2 won. Remember that TSM
League of Legends MSI?
Yeah, the 2017 one, where literally if TSM ended up beating them, then G2 would have ended up facing Flash Wolves in that tiebreaker. There was it was so back in TSM were winning this game. Then at some point they lost a team fight, or no, they didn't lose a team fight. G2's comp outscaled them, and TSM were like, let's recall in front of Baron. And obviously they're going like,
no, you know what's pure luck is 2018. All Flash Wolves had to do was beat fucking Palmvu Buffalo, and they did it. And they lost to a top laner playing, I think, like Ornn or Aatrox, who then got banned a year and a half later for fucking saying I hope Vietnam can't make the MSI tournament in Iceland. Got banned for that.
Yeah, there has been some straight luck scenarios like H2K's group. And Prawley's out here going like, yeah, we had a hard group. Motherfucker, you had a Brazilian team in your group.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
If it wasn't for that, G2 wouldn't have made it. Would have been Flash Wolves. So probably then would have lost to RNG.
Yeah.
RNG probably would have beat IG and then made the finals that year.
Because let's be honest here, man. Like, G2 were better than H2K, but because World's format is so shit, H2K ended up getting top 4 because ended up facing Albus Nox Luna. I literally had someone tell me, Albus Nox Luna is actually pretty good. I was like, fuck, nope. Well, if you think Albus Nox Luna is good, you're on crack.
Yeah, well, I mean, of course, G-Bay thought they were actually genuinely good. Now, here's the thing. They had good aspects, but no, they shouldn't have made it through. What happened is just all the teams had issues at the wrong time, and Albus Nox was just one of those teams that just threw caution to the wind, and because of the weaknesses G2, CLG, and even Rocks had at that exact period of time, it worked. And then once they got to the fucking bracket, they got fucked. Obviously,
yeah, because people forget that CLG
and G2
team, that like that CLG and G2 team, they were like inconsistently consistent. Like that, those things could be possible, but I still wouldn't say Albus Nox Luna is fucking good. That was a terrible team. Like, you knew if anyone faced them in quarters, that's an automatic semifinals. I don't know, man. Dude, this is show how brain dead people are when they do analysis. There's no way that shit team.
I mean, who do you think was their best player, though?
People forget. But Rocks Tigers lost to them. First of all, that was an extremely close game. And the only reason why they lost was because Curl was an absolute piece of shit. Curl was terrible. Remember that, Curl? People forget. Curl wasn't that bad. Yes, he was. Curl was carried by everyone around his. Curl was even worse than Smeb when Smeb was on Incredible Miracle playing like he has fucking autism or some shit. Curl was awful. He was the reason why Rocks never won anything. You know?
Pretty much.
That's what, you know, that LCS Players Association thing where it's like, oh, all these players should get promoted. It's like, I'm not trying to promote someone that literally got carried his whole career. I ain't trying to promote no luck scenario. Fuck that. Well, I've got a lot of too many of those around here. But we did have the LCS player walkout happen, and holy shit! Like I mentioned before to Chaz, there's people don't understand how business works, economics. You have progressive liberals kind of manipulating younger kids to thinking that we're going to stick it to the man. We're perpetual victims.
Okay,
Don't you make all the money?
You know, MSK, all of them just aren't automatically liberal. I hope you realize
He admitted it. He admitted he was.
He was, but that's just him.
You just call everybody liberal, though.
No. What I'm saying is, like, a person like him who's older doing that is easily going to be able to manipulate them. How could he not? He's like 30 years old.
I mean, yeah, just like Black Lives Matter, you know, of course.
No, because what he had convinced them most likely to do is say, we're perpetual victims. How? Don't you guys make all the money to leave? How are they the victims? Don't forget, most of the players are not the victims, pretty much in this scenario. They make the most money. They're the ones that benefit the most out of all of this.
Yeah. I mean,
and
they want the future of the league.
A player scenario all pan out to be. That's what I'm saying. Him outing himself like that, I'm like, that's gonna happen.
But guess what? Right doesn't know how to fucking run the LCS because the LCS is done.
Yeah, pretty much. So it isn't like, again. I do think it's good for the players to start. I don't know why they didn't like have this shit sooner, or why they didn't have proper things like not fucking LCS player association, but again, it's good. It's just the problem is, the intention with the main guy in charge of it. He doesn't actually give a fuck. Let's face it.
And it's not really just about his political affiliation. It's more like a person like that is literally funded by the players. So
and his thing is flawed.
It's in his best interest to
that's how that works, though.
No. What I'm saying is like
that's how that works.
It's in his best interest to kind of keep them thinking that they're the victims to get himself paid. You know. Because if they don't get paid, he doesn't. He doesn't have a job. He doesn't work at Evil Genius anymore.
But the thing is, they don't have the power. The teams have the power. The teams are fucking them. The teams are doing these dumbass shit, and then the players, the few players that are on top, they get all the benefits. Everybody else gets fucked. That's the majority of the players are victims. Like,
there's no way around it at the moment, though. And his plan is flawed.
Overpaid, and then everybody else gets underpaid. That's the team fault. That's not the player's fault. That is a team fault because they don't know how to fucking balance a damn budget. It's like
they are.
You can't pay Doublelift $600,000, but you only got
that's why he doesn't give a fuck. Of course, you play like shit.
Because when you're someone with that much life experience over someone like who's like the youngest player in the LCS right now. It's like Tactical. I think he's like 19. Something like that.
Wait, he's like fucking like 22 now. 22.
That's not old.
No, isn't JoJo?
JoJo's the youngest. Yeah, he is. He is the youngest. He was 17 last year. Yeah, he's the youngest.
I don't think so. I think there's younger ones. I just can't.
No, there's not. No way. Who else?
Busio's 18.
No, Busio's like 20.
Busio's 20, right?
What? No.
I'm pretty sure Busio's 20 years old.
Busio and JoJo are about the same age. I think.
Yeah, they're about the same. Okay, he's 19. JoJo. Okay, JoJo, I believe, turned.
Because last year he was 17. Remember that? Because that's when you're legally allowed to play 17.
Okay, his birthday was. Okay, I don't quite remember. It's a little bit tricky.
You know,
it's close, but
because imagine like a younger guy kind of not knowing a lot, and an older person going, "Hey, you know, or your screwing you, but I got to make sure I tell this guy that I'm trying to get my ass still paid." It's like,
I mean, JoJo's case, EG was kind of fucking everybody. I mean,
EG didn't fucking themselves, but you know.
I mean, that's the thing too. It's like a lot of these orgs were screwing over the players. Like that's not false. It's just the way that
I'm trying to figure out which way are they screwing them over exactly. Making them do content, making them do streams.
Who the team is the environment. There, you know, you got one player over here getting mentally burnt the fuck out. Is Danny. You're working him to fucking death, and then you got TSM with all their bullshit.
It's just bad planning. It's like they'll fuck up with one thing, and then the players will suffer for it. It's like it's like they should do this shit, and the teams and league did fuck up, but at the same time, though, again, 100%. As Chaz said, the way they're going about it with this, the guy who's doing it, his fucking plan is flawed as fuck, and there's also just not really much they can do at the moment. They're kind of fucked as well. So they did get screwed, and they should do this. Do you know what's
the most disingenuous thing I've seen no one bring up? It's the fact that none of this can really work. You know, none of their plans are really good.
Well,
based off like simple premises, like simple nuance.
At the moment, no, it can't work. It could work in
no,
the
it
future.
can never work because Riot is.
No, not this guy's plan. He's a fucking idiot. Don't listen.
Oh no. I was saying if you had anybody, because the difference with other things compared to this is Riot is. I think I mentioned this last week's show. They're the judge, the House, the Senate. They're everything. They're literally, and they don't want to give up no control over their game. Riot will never give control over the game.
Guess
ever.
what?
But
Riot's on the back foot because if these players decide not to come back, they have to get new players or cancel the season. And then when you cancel the season, you lose.
Do you think Riot needs the? Okay, now I'll ask you this: do you think Riot needs the LCS then?
They do or they don't.
Yeah, that's the thing is, that's the reason why the league's not on TV. People know the league's not on TV because Riot doesn't want to give up broadcasting rights.
No, TV's more expensive. The internet's much
TV
easier
actually wanted league on there. TV, the people, the stations that they were trying to get it on, the people were budging with them. Riot won't budge on anything. They want full control, or the deal doesn't happen.
The issue with TV is like everyone watches TV, but not everyone watches TV. The issue with TV is
they want it there because of exposure.
It's exposure, but you got more exposure online, the internet. That's the issue.
The thing is here is, but if you have it on TV, that could potentially add in, because their mindset back in the day was having that NFL dad or that NBA mom that watches and they'll go like, oh, that's kind of cool. Maybe I'll watch that.
But
that's they don't need the money. They're not getting TV for money. It's Riot.
But that could also be a backfire where they're like, yeah, I'm good. This is boring. I'll watch something else. And then you have that thing. Now you're just wasting more money. Like you're in a situation where you can just go on Twitch. That's free. You just set up an account. You just set your games for there. Now you save money. Like, because
isn't a double-edged sword? Because that NFL dad ain't watching Twitch.
But that son is.
The one chance they had for a TV audience, and they did it during that COVID. That the production was garbage.
Oh no, bad, man. The thing is, because you're not gonna try to go for these opinions. You're going for word of mouth. You get that one kid that has Twitch, and then it's like telephone. You get the other kid. Oh, yo, you got a Twitch account? Yo, it's up to this, man. You gotta watch this, and then boom.
Right.
No offense. It's like TV's gonna be a relic of like 30 years. Motherfuckers is gonna watch. Motherfuckers gonna have like what this shit from Dragon Ball Z where the motherfuckers flipped up and
we're just waiting for all the old people to die.
Oh Lord. Okay.
I mean everybody that grew up during the television era. MSK and I and you are technically the television.
He was like Sean's more like the tail end of it. That's literally the actual tail end of it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a TV at the moment.
But like we grew up
watching cable stuff. Did you
we
not?
grew up before the internet.
I would still like cable for.
You literally watch hockey. You watch hockey because your parents are sitting around and you were watching a hockey match.
No, not even that.
Yeah.
We grew up before the internet was in everybody's houses.
I mean, for hockey, I just use this now, but yeah.
Because think about this: we didn't have the internet was invented back in the computer back in the day. The internet, according to who you ask, was invented in 1995. You know, some people say it was invented back in the 60s.
Whoever you ask.
Yeah, it's
it was hilarious watching like old videos of it footage. It's like there was like this farmer like looking for a computer and a printer, and guys just like and he brings out like an old relic computer today. He's just like 3,000 for that. And it's like, hey, I could throw in the printer for only 4,000. It's like,
and shit. And now you can buy a computer and a printer for $800. It's like, and then that's the thing too. It's like we're at a point where
you don't really need it. I mean, I would like cable for something still.
Yeah,
but I don't have the money for it. I mean,
this was when this is when TV was still kind of like it had its moments because people only really want TV for like sports. Sports literally keeps TV alive.
Yeah, I mean,
honestly.
are there any like there's pretty much like things online now that are basically like sports channels and other stuff though.
Amazon got sports. You can watch sports on
Paramount
Twitch.
TV.
Paramount Plus TV. I'm watching the basketball game on the monitor right now.
You said you were gonna watch the finals.
Nigga, when the fuck did I say that?
Sean said that. Sean said, I ain't watching that dog shit.
What? No,
I'm watching
the
it because after that,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm watching it too.
Yeah, it's like
that's the only time I like basketball is during playoffs or the finals.
Need is a cable account. That's all you need.
Of course,
is a cable
Denver's
account.
leading. Of course, Denver's winning. Miami.
Yeah, it's almost like because they have like the best player in the league right now.
They're the fucking best player. They got one of the best offenses, and the Heat were lucky. They had Giannis whose back went out, and the team was garbage. The Knicks, who Julius Randle can't stop fucking shooting three, and the Celtics, who forgot to play for like 4 games.
Dude, that's been the Celtics for like the last 4 seasons. They get far, that's conference finals, and it just collapse.
That's been them since Kyrie Irving. They were like that since.
Remember when you were arguing with Shabuizi from that?
Yeah, I remember. I brought actual
Eastern Conference Finals. What, like 2 years in a row? Failed. What the hell?
I kept saying that, but no, they're better with Kyrie.
We didn't say that back. He was like, "It's a good."
I remember that argument because he kept saying they're better with Kyrie Irving, and that's on stats. Actually, no, they're worse with Kyrie Irving.
They're better with that other guy, the Jason guy, the guy with
Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum, yeah.
Even with at that time they weren't. Jaylen Brown, yes. The issue was the argument was Kyrie Irving makes the Boston Celtics better. He makes them more proficient. Doesn't mean better. When he's the last person to touch the ball is great. When he has to bring the ball up, he don't pass. He don't fucking pass. He goes. He either shoots with 8 seconds left on the shot clock, or he shoots and misses. Mm-hmm. And then now the other team gets the ball. That's why, like, the Celtics has been in the Eastern Conference Finals, I think, every year since 2017. Even when they had Isaiah Thomas, who probably like that one, and then the 1 year they got to the finals while they had Kyrie, he wasn't playing because he was injured, and then the next year they had him, they got eliminated in the second round because they won the first game, they're good, and then they got like reverse swept.
Yeah, I remember he was telling us, man, they won game 1,
and then they lost the next 4 games by like 15-point average. Like they got washed, and then after that, the Celtics, I forgot who they lost to whoever they lost to the second round. Then they lost to the Heat. Then they lost to the Bucks. They finally get to the finals, choke a 2-1 lead, get the Warriors, and then they almost make a comeback. I was like, they're not gonna win Game 7. They're gonna bring it back to Game 7, and then they're gonna, like what they did again, forget how to play basketball. These motherfuckers, I'm a break, motherfuckers out here shooting threes. They out here doing the James Harden. Oh, we're just gonna keep shooting threes until we hit one. That's not how that works.
That's what Kevin Durant would do. Fucking when he was on the Thunder, he was just shoot threes.
No, at least he started making his, and then he started doing other shots. No. I mean, James Harden was the Houston Rockets missed 27 straight threes. These motherfuckers like,
don't forget, half that shit was him.
Yeah,
it was half of him.
This you know what one of the commentators said? They're going to shoot their way out of the slump, and they shot themselves out of the playoffs. Get the fuck out of here. I remember I got banned by one of the Houston beat writers because he was like, this guy says you guys shot yourself out of the playoffs, and then he's like, he's not wrong, and then they just banned everybody that liked that. Everybody that liked that tweet back in 2018 banned everybody. I'm like, y'all some pussies. Like, really? You mad because I'm out here speaking facts? Fuck out of here. But like going back to the LCS is
So now since we got out all our initial points, Chaz wanted us to go over Doublelift's video. Now I told Chaz initially, I was like, oh hell no.
I didn't watch it at first. I rewatched it. I'm like, okay.
It's like, I don't want to admit he's right, but
there's some points, but the issue with this is like the issue with this is players fall for taking the money, but then I don't really blame the player. I blame
you really can't blame a naive 20-year-old for taking $70K a year.
No, I don't even blame the player when he gets offered $600,000. It's like
no, take the bag right now. When you should take the bag.
That's why I blame the team. I'm like, it's that, and then it's Riot's fault and the team's fault, but mostly or half team. You guys need to set a fucking a salary cap. Just make everything easier.
So I want to answer that, and then we'll go to this. So people have been saying, but wouldn't you break antitrust law? Okay, so that's why I hate esports.
Antitrust laws get broken to the point where SEC, they don't even look at sports anymore. They look at motherfuckers like Bernie Madoff. It's like, okay. And then they wait for you to fuck up enough, and they wait for you to steal the right person's money to go after you. and then they still take forever.
Because then people will be like, wouldn't a salary cap break antitrust laws? Well, first of all, Riot enforcing any laws on anybody is not going to happen. These people let a lot of shit go. That's already out the window. Okay, the TSM get away with a lot of shit for years because TSM was bringing in the most viewership as a team. That's not going to happen. Second of all, so the MLB has a salary cap, right?
Yeah, MLB has every
NFL does.
No. Everybody but the MLB has a salary cap. Everybody else.
So if all these other leagues have salary caps, there's no reason why the LCS shouldn't have one. Also, LPL has one. LCK, from reports, are going to be doing one come 2024. Yep. Like, I don't get why people are so against that. Literally, I'm not saying the players don't deserve what they're getting paid, but I am saying that in a certain aspect because the league just now everyone abundantly knows this league does not generate money. So there's no justification in paying people all this much money if you cannot recoup any of your investment back. There's nothing there. I'm sorry. And then, Thoorin mentioned in his video, well, you're not going to be that competitive then. Oh, well, do you want to have a league for 10 years or do you want to just overspend and then we have no league?
Oh, you mean Thoorin is always right. What are you talking about?
Oh, for sure. That's my dad.
That's my did you just have a take that's disagreeing with Thoorin? Oh, he's going to block you now.
No, he blocked Frankie. Frankie, I mean, I'll put my whole face in her blood.
Jesus. He'll unblock you and then block you again.
I mean, she's a LGBTQ person. I mean, she's a liberal girl. She might want me to.
I knew a motherfucker that did that to me. They unblocked me. Let me see a post about me, and then block me again. I'm like, you fucking bitch. You fucking bitch.
So that's my thing. Is like, people are gonna be, but the LCS won't be competitive. Guys, in life, you have to sacrifice something. Okay. You want to be competitive? LCS competitive is already a joke, so that's not happening.
LCS competitive within its own region, yeah. It's like
if Cloud9 wants to buy the best players and piss on Team Liquid and 100 Thieves and EG, sure. I don't know the fuck that really gets you, but that's how you want to be competitive, sure. Internationally, that ain't gonna get you shit. So this is what the LCS is: overpaying for players to not perform at Worlds. That's it. So I don't really get the argument of not introducing a salary cap. If people can make upwards of about $200K a year, that's pretty good. Yeah. Someone said, but you can't make, but $70K in LA doesn't go a long way. People, no one understands it. They don't pay rent, food, utilities. It's all free.
And yeah, there's a lot of people who say you can't import top players. Like, you still could. The only reason why you might not now is because all these other imports before got so fucking spoiled with these contracts paying people like fucking Hooney $1 million just to play Nara every game.
Arma, 400K. Arma, when I heard Chaz told me, oh my god, 400K, I was like,
that's allegedly. There's no.
Dude, it's Dignitas. They did pay him that money. It's Dignitas.
But they said it was 6 digits. I'm like,
oh no.
What?
Oh fuck. Even 100K is too much.
That's me when they paid him out of his contract. I think they said they paid him about 75% of whatever he was owed left. I'm like,
oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That way he can't sue them or anything for lost wages or something.
It's because a buyout you get. It was like, wait a second, how much?
You know what that means, dude? That means they shopped his contract around and literally no one was interested. So they were like, you know what? I'll front the bill to get you off the roster. That's really what that meant. No one wanted him
because on Reddit and a bunch of places they said. The rumor number was 300,000, but there's no accurate number. But they said it was 6 digits.
But from the reports that we got from the videos, the average in the salary in the LCS was 400K. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they said it was slightly around there because they said Jensen is making the most on that team, then Santorin, and then Armu. But Armu is not too far behind those two. And I know Jensen. They say he's close to making $500,000.
The most paid. That makes sense. Yeah.
They said Jensen's close to $500,000. I'm like, oh shit.
And you hear those numbers, and you're thinking to yourself, where do these numbers come from? Who pulled these numbers out their ass?
I'm like, wait.
Because each org owner keeps trying to outbid themselves. And the biggest offender of this is Team Liquid. But people keep saying, how can TL do this? TL have the biggest budget out of all the teams because they are pretty much backed by Disney. It's the Saudi Arabian investment firm. And FlyQuest is now backed by the people that own the Panthers, actually. Yeah. So they're going to have money.
The Carolina Panthers, right?
Wait. Who is owned by them again? Sorry.
FlyQuest. FlyQuest is owned by an NFL team, and then now you have TL is backed by Disney and Saudi Arabia. They're gonna have the biggest budgets to be competitive.
Of course, Saudi. Okay, yeah, you fucking
Saudi Arabia.
EG is literally a venture capitalist firm funding them, and so Cloud9, 100 Thieves, and who else is competitive outside of them? No, that's pretty much it. Now they have to kind of like outbid these other guys who are better players, and it's like that's going to inflate salaries. It was literally revealed that they tried to give Faker $3.1 million to come over here.
Yeah,
he should have just taken it.
He's already a millionaire, though.
Yeah,
like, he doesn't need to. He doesn't
need
rich.
to. But hey, why not?
And then just come and shit on fucking Jensen twice a year. Just literally just stick it to Jensen.
What if Faker just picked Zillion? First picked
Jesus.
Or Faker
who I didn't think it was that close. So.
And knowing Faker, he probably just throw a ban Zillion against Beergen.
He would literally just first pick LeBlanc against Bjergsen. He'd be like, skill match me.
Okay, never mind.
That or Zier.
Panthers team.
You probably just go Zier. No, because there's Florida Panthers and then it's Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, I thought he was talking about the Florida
Panthers
for a second.
Who the fuck won last night between the Panthers and the Knights?
Knights, sadly.
Okay, I'm
hopefully those fucks don't win the cup. But
I'm kind of rooting for them. I've been kind of rooting for Vegas since 2018.
So what else do we
have
here?
They're a bunch of egotistical fucks. I hope they don't win. But
because we're gonna go over the double fit in just.
I was rooting for. Look, I was kind of rooting for Carolina, but they kind of shit the whole fucking.
Sean has a CEO of the best opinions.
Yes.
Okay. So
I'm really glad that the Boston Bruins got fucking knocked out.
Same. Even though I'm not happy with Vegas, I'll take them winning the cup over Boston. Toronto, or Edmonton.
The amount of dick sucking for Boston. Boston's going to win. And I remember trolling, and I trolled, and I don't know why I troll, but I do. I said, no, Boston go get knocked out in the first round. They said, no, they won't, and then they do. I'm like, where everybody at? Where they at, though?
Yeah, I figure it happened because this is what always happens. They have like a record season, a team, and then they fuck it all the time in this.
I'm like, and then there was no Washington, there was no Pittsburgh this year. Boston should have had it, and Boston was choking on cock. They stay choking on cock, man. All else fails, Boston just sucking dick. That's all they do. All else fails, you know three things is going to happen. Boston's going to find a way to fuck it up. Like, the LA Kings is unless they are the AC, they can't do shit. That I don't know something about the Kings. The Kings got to be damn near trash, but making it in the playoffs in order to be good. When they actually had expectations, they're garbage. And Toronto did a lot better than I thought they would. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, that's me. All those Boston Bruins dick suckers. I'm still looking for them. Fuck it. Nah, fuck that. The amount of shit I was getting.
What's your bio there, Chaz? Yeah, like really? You think that actually would have happened? They don't cast good actresses. I'm sorry, Chaz.
This is CW. They weren't casting any good actors.
No, that or the film. They weren't casting either good actress.
Well, I know they went black for the TV, and they just said, "Fuck it, we'll just keep it black for the movie."
They had like the most where did they get all the?
Dude, remember DC? They literally, back in the day, we would joke about like Black Canary being actually black. She's white. DC literally did a Black Canary, and her skin is black.
Oh yeah, of course they did that. What were you expecting?
No, you know what? I swear some of these writers must have worked on Mad TV because Mad TV used to make the jokes. Because Superman gets his power from sun, he must be black then because he'll be black. And then it's like, let's make a black Superman. I'm like,
there's better fucking actors in that like 70s Wonder Woman TV show than fucking the Irish actress.
Right? All right, here was
Doublelift. I ain't gonna lie, she attractive, but I was like, damn.
Here was Doublelift's video. What I agree and disagree with LCS Walkout discussion. I think Devin Nash's video is better, but this is gonna be a little bit more savior on time, which is fine. Obviously, Doublelift is best LCS player of all time. Sexiest LCS player of all time. Has the hottest.
I'm gonna say this about the Devin Nash video. It's 50 minutes long, but he pretty much puts most of the blame. The top blame goes to the team.
For sure.
For being fucking idiots. Like, and he left around 2019 because he realized, this is about to go shit. And
can we see the dislikes
on this video? Probably not gonna be much. No way there'd be a lot. No way. Yeah, the ratio is gonna be so insane for this.
For double, man, you don't be able to be dick sucking for Doublelift, you know.
Yeah,
also,
that's quite a lot of dislikes for Indo.
I liked what Devin Nash brought up too. So last week, the point that I was arguing with the teams was people still wanted them to dump money into a system that they knew was failing, and people brought up players. People said, "But Academy produced this much players." That is still a super small percentage.
It did. I think the main point about it was how Riot just, instead of even try to find some kind of solution, all right, let's keep the teams until the end of the year and then restructure it or something like that. Where to me, I don't think none of the teams should have and it's the same thing I've been saying. They need to have players on standby just in case we get a whole EG thing where motherfuckers get sick. Because I'm not gonna have no JoJo Peon out here damn near about to pass the fuck out. And I was like, oh, you gotta go play. And then Danny over here brain frying. All right, Danny, take a week off. Go.
Yeah, because the thing here is, look how bad the academy system was. JoJo literally was on stage basically griefing it from home, and they still wouldn't even sub him out.
That's what I'm saying. Because think about this. Because if you,
that's how much faith they have in their academy players.
Think about
my
this.
Main mid laner is sick. He's gonna play better than my main guy. That's ridiculous.
And that's the thing too. Because like jokingly, I said about 100 Steve. If Danny was on our team and he was running down, I'd be like, yo, Danny, go over there and hang out with Tina Kitten, get better, and come back in a week. You know, because it's like what the? It was like, okay, who's the backup? Bring him in. It was like, because at this point, you got motherfuckers out here sick, burnt out. Oh, but they could play from home. Motherfuckers was running it down from home.
Yeah, man, play League when you're sick. Your brain is literally not working.
Not even that. When your body's hurting, you gotta sit there and you out there looking like fucking.
You're already delirious. Now imagine staring at a screen for 30 minutes for a game.
No. Imagine. No offense. This about to sound real fucked up. Imagine trying to play League sitting in the fucking chair like Stephen Hawking, like this. Like you're in the chair, like trying to play and like half your fucking rib cage is about to fall out. You can't fucking breathe. You gotta drink water every 5 minutes. You got diarrhea looking at your butthole, and it's like
I mean, High played like that during a tournament.
It's like, and then it's like,
Jesus Christ.
They're warriors for doing that, motherfuckers out here.
Yeah, they're so proud and you're so proud and brave for basically killing yourself. It's like, no, that's bad. That's actually legitimately terrible.
To get fourth place in the league, that's the fourth place in the league. You're getting fourth place in a division that is fourth place in the fucking game when y'all the first ones made. That get the fuck out of here. I'm playing to be fourth place for fourth place.
So my point last week was to only make I just didn't like the angle that people took where or should just keep dumping money. Steve literally said the percentage is like around 20% of players come from academy to the LCS. That's also something else he didn't bring up in his video, which is how many of those players were actually thrown in academy, brought back up because the main guy that they wanted to play with just didn't work out. That's not because they really want the guy to play. That just didn't work out in their favor. A lot of the academy players that people see now, it wasn't even the fact that they got out of academy to the system. It's more like, hey, this player kind of failed, so we're just going to go with you as our backup. That's it. And a lot of people have been shifting back and forth between academy and LCS2. Also, the reason why the players want academy is so they have a safety net. To the point where, like, let's say, I don't know, fucking Fudge has a bad split. He just goes to academy. He just chills for a bit, you know?
Stixay has bad. Yeah.
Stixay, perennially in academy. Many years. He went to coaching. He knew he was fucking fucked.
Yeah, how about a Revenge has a bad... Actually, no, he'll still stay somehow.
Revenge will just hit teams because...
Oh, he's that guy. He's him.
He's such a nice guy. How about the gameplay? Fuck that. He's a nice guy. He makes our team.
You know what someone said about Revenge? He's not the best player, but he's the best guy to have around you. That's why he gets teams. I'm like,
that's why those teams get ninth. That's how you get ninth.
There might be better players than him, but listen, you can't outwork Grayson Golden Glue Gilmore.
He can't outwork Revenge. He's always, but he's nice. He streams.
He's the first one in. He's the last one out. I'm like, that don't mean shit. Like, if you not good, you not good. Like,
that's a great worth ethic. I respect it.
he had evidence on somebody in these orgs where he stays around because then you know way hell this motherfucker should have been back in academy just over there chilling and that's the thing too. It's like and they already said it, you got a lot of these players who are on these teams who are friends. That's like if I started an org,
like literally let's say I ran Immortals, and I was like, you know what? I kind of need a support, but I don't want to actually really put any effort. Hey, Chaz, $70K, LA, all expenses paid.
Hell
Play
yeah.
for a year.
Hell yeah. I'm
just put fucking on brand every game.
No, just put me on Nami. Put me on Nami. I play 5 good supports. Don't put like
he can play a mean Seraphine for $70K a year.
I can play a mean Seraphine, Yumi, Nami, who else? Lux.
Oh Lord,
Lulu.
Lulu's actually pretty good. I like Lulu.
You're playing all the spin champs.
I play a lot of good support, and if you need me to play jungle, I can only play Mordecai. Maokai. That's it.
You might be playing that better than like Griffin.
Like Maokai and Kaiux. I can't play no other. I can play other jungle champions, but those are
so someone said, but the LCS will be more exciting if you just filled it with just a bunch of bronze. No, it wouldn't. Here's what I'll say. My opinion. That would be terrible. That would be bad.
It'd be more exciting at first.
You would literally have someone auto-locking Janna mid with cleanse and ignite. I'm not watching that shit.
MSK, it's like when you get a series premiere, it's the best. It's kind of like it's a good episode, but you're like, and then you get that second episode, you realize that second episode is shit, and you start coming back. That's what's going to happen if they start. Like if they're like, oh, we're gonna have Kadra on the team with Ludwig and fucking Tyler1. You want Tyler1 to kill these two fuckers? Tyler1 says, if I gotta play with this bitch ass Ludwig on the team one more time, I'm gonna fucking kill somebody.
Oh yeah, I mean he almost did during that Twitch Rivals, yeah.
Oh my god. Imagine having a team where it's like a bunch of like average like college players.
Imagine this: if they really want to get viewership, you would invite because Pokimane used to play League. She was like Diamond. Invite Pokimane versus a menace. He's gonna just fist her. Oh my god!
Oh no! He gonna fist her, right? He gonna fist her. He's gonna try to fuck her. Like, but think about this. Think about a team of Lily Pichu, Scara, Disguised Toad, Pokimane, and Cutie Cinderella.
They're going like 0-60.
Oh yeah, the High was on like a Twitch Rivals team with like 3 of those girl streamers, and he had to fucking like carry them 20-0 on like Tristana to win a game.
Imagine Pokimane up against. So let's say like IMT wanted to fill like bronze players because we're gonna stick it to the man. Pokimane, you're going up against Pokimane. You're up against Jojo Pion. Good luck. You know.
Jojo, first of all. Pokies go over there, go flirt with him, and the motherfuckers don't know what to do. I'm just glad. Just
imagine they enlist Kiara Kitty to play against a closer. Oh no, girl, fuck you, bitch.
No. Closer's gonna be. I'm glad Tenacity ain't playing because if you had a Kiara Kitty on Tenacity would be running get the fuck. If she even offered him sex,
Cinderella, she works for Misfits now, right?
Yeah, she used to work for
Kiwi Cinderella to play on TSM.
Oh god,
Oh god!
The only way she would do that, hey, I'm telling you this, the only way she would do that if Beerson comes back to play. Hey, the way she was all over, like, dude, if she wasn't dating Lover, she would have been fucking Beerson. She would have been.
So we had Riot literally, because they were joking. No, Riot guys literally lifted their ranked requirement to play in the LCS, and they realized how stupid that is. So they suspended the LCS for 2 weeks. So the LCS is not going to start this week, but the next week.
You saw that? Oh, matter of fact, talk about a game. You saw that game of Disguised Toast team versus Delta Fox. Do you want that for like?
Yeah, like that's not competitive. That's kind of funny in like a meme sense, but that's not what I want to watch. The LCS.
That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. That's the kind of shit is good one time, but I don't want to see that fucking Delta Fox.
Yeah, people like, but watching a bunch of bronze players lock in Yumi jungle is gonna be. That's not fun. What the? That's terrible.
You got Yumi jungle. You got Maokai top. You got Azir support.
But that was a great strategy. What are you talking about?
Imagine playing Jinx jungle and
I had a guy pull up
Yumi ADC.
I had a guy pull a guy pulled cleanse, flash, support Nunu. Play that shit and AFKing.
Oh no!
Lock that in. I'm getting off stage and I'm gonna punch that guy in his face.
I told you about that game where I had the guy had Aurelion Soul, Yumi bot lane.
Dude.
I'm like, nah, I'm not playing this. Fuck that. That was
Aurelion Soul misfortune bot lane. Just don't even walk to lane. Just that's auto GG. That's
everybody just sat because their jungle was Maokai, and then their fucking mid was Azir, and their top lane was fucking Sion. Of course, our bot lane is Lucian. I'm just sitting there like, I'm not coming out for this shit. AFK.
Dude, we had an ARAM game where it was a Lucian, and we were facing a Skarner and a Warwick. Do you know what he built first? He built Static Shiv.
Oh God, nah, I'm done.
I was like, "You gonna build Lord Dominance?" He's like, "What's that?" I was like, "We lost. That's game."
Apparently now, okay, because Infinite Edge got a buff where it actually makes it better that you build it first.
Right. But he thought you should build Static Shiv into Mortal Reminder. I'm like,
I had someone build Kraken Slayer to fucking
And you know what he would do when Warwick would ult? He would Lucian dash forward. I'm like, I was like, please.
Me, no. Oh, the worst one. I had someone build Gale Force on Lucian. I'm sitting there like, bruh, you nah, bro.
Does he have that built in his E? It's in his E is basically Gale Force.
That was the same thing when the guy had Gale Force on fucking no.
Remember how we had that one Aaron game? It was a Gale Force Nunu.
Oh god, that I was tilted. I was like, nah, I ain't doing that.
Every time someone's picked Nunu, it's either Gale Force first or you're building like fucking Black Cleaver. I'm like, you're
fucking or building Jinx
AP Jinx or AP Misfortune. Gotta love him. Patent AP Misfortune. Remember we were playing that game with James? That Mundo, he built fucking Sunfire Cape instead of building Force of Nature and Spear Visage first.
Oh, dude,
what is that?
That's why I kept letting him die. That he can't get tilted. I really do. I am not healing.
He said, "Well, we're not helping him fight. You don't have any tanky items to benefit us. Nobody built Sunfire Cape first,
nigga. They got four APs on their team, and you're out here building
Sunfire Cape.
I'm like, the only thing he built that was good was Thornmail. I'm like,
we were already losing. He built that.
Yeah, he built that to fourth item. I'm like, oh, dude, okay.
All right,
I'm sitting in the base, and I don't want to see that as a fucking. I don't want to see.
Gave up. He was like, I'm done.
I know, because I'm like, this motherfucker out here getting pissed. I'm like,
Visage third item, and I'm like, you had built this first, we win, because there's no way they kill you as a mega AP tank as Mundo. No way they kill you
because like two of them were building. I forgot what they built first, but it took them a while to build Ludus Tempest. I'm like, dude, I'm done.
All right, guys,
this fucker, and then I'm out here. I gotta help this dude, and then I'm out here getting one shot by a fucking Fizz. Get the fuck out of here!
Yeah, Fizz would turn our ass up. I hate
Fizz. You know the fucking thing about Fizz couldn't kill him at first, and then as soon as he started blowing shitty eyes, Fizz knew how to kill him. Let everybody else take the damn.
Did you see any of Faker's games with Fizz?
I want to ask you guys this too. Do you think Lena is sucking him off under this table?
Probably.
It's probably why he gave a better opinion today. Because usually his opinions are pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, because he took some of her brains.
I was probably calling Dardock.
For what? To fuck his girlfriend in front of him? Because he's more manlier? The hell?
No, I was just saying nobody wants Dardock.
Nobody wants Dardock though, compared to her.
Oh
yeah,
God.
Yeah. That's what she was on the phone about.
Do you think she ate out that girl Jessica? That girl Jessica, she was hanging out with at Coachella. Oh my! I would put my fist in her butt. Oh my God!
Yeah, you stupid.
I would lick all her shit out. Tasting her Taco Bell. Oh my God!
What does that even mean?
That girl Jessica's hot as fuck. I would lift her legs and just dig her out. Dig her whole.
I gotta see what this Jessica girl looks like.
Just looks like this. No, I showed you before.
You did. I ain't gonna lie. You showed me them, and then I forget what they look like because I'm like, okay.
How many fucking are you following? Jesus Christ!
What the fuck is that? That's someone from your town.
Why are you following so many fucking?
Because people follow me because I'm popular.
Okay,
why are you following so many fucking whores?
They're not whores per se.
There might as well be.
Well, that's Lennon's Instagram. This is Lena's. Yeah, this is Jessica right here.
The one on the what, right?
Yeah, this is Jessica.
I thought that was Kitty. I was like,
you wouldn't put your face between her fucking butthole and suck her shithole.
I mean, I ain't gonna suck her shithole. I ain't doing
like no one's about to tell me this girl's ugly. I would fucking drill my fist in her.
She's cute, but
you know those power drills that you dig into the cement? That's what I would do to her butt.
I thought that was Kitty first. I was like, is that Kitty?
They don't all look the same, Chaz.
You know, do you people actually watch like a real female streamer, or do you just watch them for this?
I don't even watch female streamers like that. Like, honestly.
Wait, hold up. When women aren't entertaining, the hell? The fuck?
Yeah. I know it's hard to believe, MSK, but there are actually
You're following us up, Caitlin?
Is there a reason I shouldn't?
Yeah, there are actually some good female streamers out there. I know it's hard to believe.
Wait, when women have opinions and they can like stream,
Kitty's in the earlier when she's not being weird.
She's not being a drama queen like 24/7. She's actually great outside of that.
No, she's a good baker. It's just when she out here.
Oh, baker. Oh yeah. Oh,
she
she baked in Valkyrie's ass that night. You know they had some hot sexual tension.
Who was that one Australian streamer? She's pretty good.
That random one that we don't know, Sean.
I might know her, but
the one who has like the dyed hair. Oh yeah, I believe it was like
the big tits.
Lana Pierce, I believe it was, and then she was good, and then I forgot her full name, but Daps or whatever was pretty good. 30.
Wait, Lena's probably in the kitchen. Wait, can Lena make food? Probably not. Oh hell no.
What is his name? Yeah, 39 Daps. Yeah.
All right, boys.
You know, I like her.
Let's dive into it.
Yeah, actual streamers, you know.
No, she's a bit weird, but I like her.
She's actually a streamer, you know, not just pouring out. So yeah.
I hate you. Let's go.
I'm pretty sure what a lot of people want for me to talk about the whole walkout.
Oh, not to mention Travis in his video said, "I applaud the players."
And they got, and then you got Adele being like, "You know what? Fuck these things." I'm like, yo, can someone tell Adele just go over somewhere and counsel his emotional ass? That motherfucker's way too emotional.
Dude, in Travis's video, he's like, "I am so proud of the players for stepping up for what they believe in, walking out." Ugh.
I'll just read questions from chat, I guess. Do I agree with the walkout and the demands? Okay, so let me go through the walkout and the demands, and I'll let you guys know. Blink twice if you're being held against your will. Nah. Why do I personally care about the demands? Okay, so these are the two questions I saw that I really liked. So, let's just go through the timeline, okay? Riot killed the tier 2 scene. I'm gonna call amateur or academy tier 2 because it's the easiest way to represent it. Okay, tier 1 is the highest level within that region. That's LCS or LCK, and then tier 2 is a level below that feeds into tier 1. Okay, and you can be demoted and promoted, you know, between these two because it's still competitive. It's just a level below. So Riot killed tier 2, and they did, in my opinion, a really bad job in so many ways with how they approached it. So they didn't give anyone any notice. If you're going to make a decision like that, that's going to affect so many people's lives. People who've signed leases, people who've made plans, most importantly, people who've like situated themselves in a certain place, expecting their contract to ride out to the remainder. Like there's no sign that like tier 2 is going to be killed, and then all of a sudden, you know, all their
there was signs that it was going to be taken away because the guy had Philip had mentioned that they had been trying in active conversations to keep it as they were going to abolish this in like 2020.
Yeah, but I mean,
the only thing keeping it around was the people.
If it wasn't for COVID, if it wasn't for COVID, because like I said, COVID delayed a lot of stuff. COVID is like that's the thing, dude. Like this might have been over in 2020, 21 because.
Yeah, they've been wanting to get rid of this for a while.
Yeah, here's the one problem with it, in my opinion, which is that they said that they would at least wait until the end of a year to do it, but they didn't this time.
Dude, it's crazy. What? I'm surprised people believe Riot. I'm surprised people actually thought what they said was true.
Well,
this
whatever.
company's lied many times.
I mean, yeah. Well,
this company's full of liars. Dude, they say that Jeff Leadham guy says, we love Dash. He'll still be a part of the LCS broadcast. Dash wasn't shown at a single point until the final.
What?
Yeah. I mean,
we got somebody better though, don't we?
Oh yeah, we got rapping fucking
Orgasm Tigris.
Orgasm spilling Missy Elliott, Hood Ratchet with Tigris.
Who you think orgasm? Who you think has a better orgasm sound, Tigris or Kitty?
Kitty's man makes my dick have liquid come out.
Jesus,
stupid. You're stupid.
I mean, why don't they let Blippo fucking do more casting? He was actually good.
He was actually the one exception I actually liked. Yeah.
Because because fucking Team Liquid is treating Whippo like how Riot's treating Dash. They're oh, you're employed, but we're gonna keep you over here. We're gonna lease you to a European team where you're still contracted to us, but you can do whatever you want. But you still.
You know what my favorite contract was when Rush was a streamer for CLG, and all he would do, he would just wake up every morning and completely just like int in the Korean server.
I saw that.
Stream.
Oh, Rush!
Oh, they were so entertaining.
And then he would laugh and call other people monkeys as he was running it down. Most hilarious shit I've ever seen.
I love watching it.
He would play Lee Sin, not even with Smite, with Ignite in the jungle. If I see someone lock that into my games, I'm gonna go.
Yeah, and it was actually working for a short while. We got like 5 kills.
Lives are just completely uprooted and disrupted. It's like it's pretty fucked up. Like I don't care what really people say, it's still pro players, right? Like they're amateur players, but they're still professional players. And definitely you deserve at least some level of like warning that your entire scene is going to be exterminated. Do I think that amateur or like, you know, tier 2 scene with challengers or what is it called? NACL was good? No, I think it was completely dog shit. Actually, I think the fact that the shittiest academy players are getting paid like $70K and upwards, the worst academy players.
That happens a lot in real life too. A lot of people who are just straight up dog shit at their job get buttloads of money.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean dude, remember that program that's called Meta that goes through Facebook that Mark Zuckerberg and put a lot of people through? People have said they don't do shit and they get paid millions of dollars to do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I will say though, like, well, shitty not to really give a notice. I mean, they do this happens all the time in life, so you got to be prepared. You can't be naive.
Also, this is esports, and industry people claim literally is kind of like on eggshells for the most part.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna make a dark joke. I don't know if I should though.
Oh Lord, I mean,
when he said that, you know, they didn't get any warning before exterminating their league, I was gonna say, well, did the Jews get a warning?
Oh no, that's how you get thrown off on Twitch.
Where they're heading on the train.
Had almost no viewership, but it was getting constantly pumped money into. It just created so many problems. A lot of teams didn't want to be in it, but they're forced to be in it. That's not competitive. There's no competitive integrity in forcing teams to field rosters that they don't care about or want.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I told you, they're just pumping money into this, and it's worthless. Like, it's actually just worthless. People didn't even watch this shit. I could understand if this at least had like 10,000 viewers, like 11,000. I'd be like, all right, okay, that's something there.
Guys, I was watching the college game today, but I ain't gonna lie, I was going back and forth. I ain't gonna lie, the Pokemon was kind of more interesting. I mean, the college wasn't bad, but it was like.
Hey, look at that Fly team that Winsome was once again carrying out.
Oh, Winston was carrying this Fly question.
Yeah. Won't be on a starting spot though, of course.
Oh my Lord.
Of course, poor JJ's playing over him. Great.
Because they know.
Man, this Winsome guy is pretty good. Maybe FlyQuest should have him on their roster and, you know, actually maybe get first place. Oh wait, they screwed that over.
Yeah, you know, instead
like
of getting a guy who doesn't speak Korean.
They're not incentivized to care about it because there's no skin in the game for them. So I think the fact that teams are being forced to have academy teams was always a stupid idea. Maybe there was a time where all 10 teams were willing and like they wanted it, but then as soon as multiple teams don't want that requirement, which happened 5 years ago, I don't think that it should have been a requirement. I think there would have been a way better system, natural selection. Like it's a competitive environment. So there's a whole bunch of problems. There's too much money in it. It costs too much. There's no returns. People are like, it created all these problems. Like you guys hear about like contract jail for a lot of academy players.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Being, you know, signing 3-year contracts, having ridiculous buyouts. That's how the team recoups. If you're in org and you're spending 300, 400, 500K, and I'm not making these numbers up, like that is actually very normal to spend like 300 to 500K on your academy team. That's like honestly a minimum. Then how are you going to make any of that money back? You're not going to make it back small.
First of all, this is not bad on Doublelift's point. They shouldn't be spending that much money anyway. They don't recruit money back from their main roster. They're already outrageously spending stupidly on their main roster anyway, overpaying these motherfuckers like crazy. So you imagine just an extra added big giant bonus and just, oh yeah, Chaz, you could just sit in the academy, get 80K a year for free. Just run it down on Yumi.
Hell yeah.
That's why Chad said earlier. That's why the scene is terrible. It's fucking it's so fucked up. Do these people not have accountants or like fucking people to manage their money? Is it Reginald managing TSM's finances?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Hold on, let's look at actually the prize pool for a second in this NACL
It doesn't matter if you
tournament.
have the best academy team. That's not adding any value to your sponsorships. Okay, just throw that out of the window. You're not making any money off additional fans either. There are no fans of, for example, Cloud9 because their academy team is doing well. So how are you monetizing?
That's true. There are fans in like League are so broke because the game appeals to out of high school going to college.
But hey, Cloud9 Challengers is the champion for life now because they won the last one more.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I checked the prize pool to see because they spend like 70,000 on at minimum on a like academy player. So I checked the prize pool of how much it is to win first place in the entire NACL tournament this year that Cloud9 won. You want to guess how much it is? Remember, for one player contract in academy, for any player, it's 70,000. Now, guess what the first place prize pool is in the tournament in a challengers?
Fuck. I'd imagine it's just a tiny bit above, like what, 100K probably.
30,000.
Oh shit.
Get me the fuck out.
How do you make any money?
All right, I'm gonna walk into the oncoming traffic.
Yep, the prize pools are 10,000 for fourth place, 15,000 for third place, 20,000.
Heat tie up the series.
30,000 for first.
Hey, MSK, Heat tie up the series.
Okay, don't make me want to go out. Okay, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Are you guys trying to make me walk into oncoming traffic?
This situation that you've been forced into. Realistically, guys, it's by contract jailing and having ridiculous bouts on your players. So, like, if you are in academy, the way you're going to recoup that money is by selling your best players to an org, and you're going to sell this academy player's contract that goes for like 60K, for like 500K, because that is the only way that you can even be remotely breaking even for that year in academy. So how is that good for anybody? If I was an academy player personally, I would feel like this fucking sucks. If I join a team and I do well, there's a pretty high chance that the only way my team is going to be willing to let me go is for a ridiculous buyout, which is going to dilute the roster that I'm on, taking away their budget, or just.
Yeah, I just wanted to quickly mention something while he's bringing up that point, because that's exactly what happened with King. He was like the best. He was the best ADC for like 2 years in the academy for Cloud9, and he had like visa issues here and there. But but they put his buyout too high, so he's never bought out on another team. Yeah,
he was a good ADC you could have in the LCS, but the buyout was too high. Teams just didn't go for it.
So they went with Lost instead. And then when he finally got the chance, like 2 years later, he was washed up by then.
Oh Lord.
Completely block my chances of joining an LCS team, because that is the only way for the team to make it financially make sense to let me go. That sucks. The only reason that you would be happy as an academy player, which is a pretty big one, is like, the paycheck. So, with all that being said, I thought the old system was complete. It was a complete failure, but I think the new system that Riot proposed is just as bad, and it's not acceptable. I do think that tier 2 actually does matter. I played with Buzio. I played with Tenacity. These players came up from academy. Many players came.
What happened to Tenacity?
Tenacity came from academy and is now gone.
Yeah,
this is something a lot of people just don't bring up. People come from academy and never. I want to see the ratio to how many of them last an entire year versus how many of them get thrown out after a split. Kumo, he retired, did he not?
I think he's just been AFK. He hasn't been on a team since.
You said you talked to him.
But yes, I'm saying I don't think he's fully retired
yet. You could shoot him a message and be like, "Hey, buddy, how's that LCS career going?"
Whatever. I don't do stupid shit.
Ask him how much TSM's dick tastes last year when they lost to him. But
Jesus, fuck, last year, he was on fucking FlyQuest. And then he went to FlyQuest Academy when he got replaced for Philip, and then he left later on, I believe, even midway through Academy. And
I think he went to EG. I think he did.
Yeah, well, I think ever since then, though, he hasn't really been on a team. I don't think he's been fully retired. It doesn't say he's retired. I never messaged him about it, but I think he's just been AFK. I mean, it happens. Like I remember, that was the case with Phoenix when people thought he was retired. He was just AFK for a while, I guess.
Holy shit.
Academy. I think it's important that there is a tier 2 scene also for community. Like, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, it's just like optics, you know, like people say, why would I care about LCS when LCS, you know, Riot doesn't care about the future of the league because they're not supporting tier 2. It just feels like shit. I don't think any, you know, LCS players should be happy with that because it just makes our league look even more of a joke. You know, international performances bad, but then also like we're the only region without a tier 2 scene. That's just gonna kill people's hype for our league like even harder. LCS Academy filled with washed up pros. I mean, that's because 10 teams are required to field an academy team, and there are not really like 50 good amateur players, to be honest. Like I said, it's like people just didn't really care about, like the teams don't really care about having a strong academy team or not. If anything, academy existed just to have like a potential like backup for your main roster. You know, I just don't think it's like serving the purpose that people really wanted academy to serve. Let's see what the LCSPA came back with. Okay, so the talks started between Philip, and I was in pretty constant communication with Philip before the vote. These are the demands, and when I read the demands, I was honestly a little bit disappointed because I feel like these demands are either unreasonable or just like not the right way of coming to the table with something that everyone should want. Valorant style promotion relegation. What does Valorant style mean? This does not mean that players, that teams can be kicked out of tier 1. This really means that, like for example, you guys might be thinking promotion and relegation means the bottom 2 teams in LCS can be relegated out of LCS. Well, then where did their $10 million investment go? They pay $10 million, hand that over. What do they own now? They own a spot. They cannot be kicked out of that spot. Like,
yeah, and I also talked about this, I think on last night's show too. Why do these people still pay a franchising fee to Riot? I think they paid enough money. Riot don't provide them shit. Why the fuck do they keep paying this franchising fee? It's just to have a spot in the league. It's like, well, pretty sure $5 million should cover that. And they've not pretty much reinvested that money back enough into the league to justify paying these franchising fees more. That's what I think.
Like, you can't just, the Riot can't just take their 10 million and be like, okay, bye-bye. Like, you lost to fucking Tyler One's academy, like amateur team. That's not what Valorant style promotion relegation is. Valorant style promotion relegation is the league would expand to 2 more teams, and those 2 teams, so instead of 10, it would be 12. And those 2 extra teams would come from tier 2. And those 2 spots, for let's say, you know, it's a 12-team league now, and the bottom 2 teams would be those like temporary spots. Those spots are not owned. Those spots are promoted and relegated between every single split or every single year. Okay, sounds like a cool idea, right? In theory. I had to think about this for literally 2 seconds to realize like there's so many problems with it. Like the upside is that you're going to get to see like the top academy teams play with the LCS teams. You also have the opportunity for those academy teams, for the tier 2 teams, if they're really, really good, if they deserve to be a top team, they can make it to Worlds. That's a Valorant style promotion relegation. Actually, in Valorant, tier 2 teams can make it to Worlds. That's pretty crazy, right? So that's pretty cool. You and your 4 challenger or your 4 bronze friends can make a team, and you can make it all the way to Worlds if you're good enough. That is competitive. I love that idea. Now, in practice, this is actually pretty shit because think about it. The bottom teams in LCS already don't deserve to be here anymore. They paid $10 million a long time ago, and they checked out like 4 or 5 years ago.
Dig and IMT. Well, Dig's always been checked out. IMT
TSM
was good. Left, came back. Another.
I'm telling you this. TSM checked out the minute he left. When he left, when Doublelift left TSM in 2020.
Yeah.
You know, and Beerson
Dolph
left.
and Beerson left. Yeah.
TSM. That was the end of TSM. Let's just keep it a buck.
Yeah. The thing here also is people have been ragging on Dig and IMT being bad for many splits. They've been bad. You know, like this split might have been the worst of them all because this was just abysmal to watch from out of these guys. You know? Oh, good Lord.
I think that there's already too many teams in the league, and there's not even 50 LCS level players in the.
I wonder what people consider an LCS level player, though. I want to see what's the bar for an LCS level player.
Yeah, it's at this point, like a lot of academy players can be LCS. Like, I don't agree with that. If anything, there should be more teams. There's a lot of players that could get on that just don't get chances that could shine. Like even players on FlyQuest Academy, they are actually pretty under the radar, but they have a lot of potential, like Spyrax and such. But they'll never get chances.
Yeah, I want to ask this too. So, okay, it's a double-edged sword. On one angle, I can agree with what he's saying. That what's the point of IMT and Dig being here if they're already bottom feeders? Then you introduce 2 more bottom feeders, but there's no guarantee that the 2 coming in would be as bad as Dig and IMT. I wouldn't peg them for doing that. But then again, it's like you never know. Like they could come in and just automatically go like 0-18. Because if you have a system of 12 teams, one of these teams is going.
Ain't nobody
0-18.
going bad. That one team that went 1-17, I thought that video. Motherfuckers went 1-17, and they only won because half the players' visas didn't come in time. Ain't that a bitch? You win by default, and that's the only win you get.
Yeah, throw that team in the garbage. Because that's my thing is because someone could say, well, wouldn't that get more competitive with the LCS? Guys, people factor in the LCS is not competitive now with these guys in the league.
Yep.
With the constant roster swaps, with the constant roster shifts. Now, could 2 more teams make it a bit more competitive? Depends on what you define as competitive. LCS is already not competitive, so I don't think adding 2 more teams really changes that much.
Within the LCS because you do got to start somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Region, including imports. So why would we want to even further dilute the league by adding 2 even worse teams?
Potentially. Even worse teams. Yeah. Because what if these 2 new teams come up and just start smacking around the bottom 2 teams? You're like, man, these guys are really shit then.
Yeah, but even then, it's not like it's going to harm the top team. So all you're doing is you're actually going to get more talent potentially that can shine.
The other thing I forgot, maybe the reason why he thinks this way is because if the league already doesn't generate money, that's 2 more teams Riot has to pay money to in the league that already doesn't generate anything.
Yeah,
that's the other thing people don't bring up.
In my opinion, it's the opposite that needs to happen. Instead of adding 2 spots, they need to somehow find a way to cut 2 teams from the league. I think that LCS should have 8.
I know he's playing nice here. I love how he hovered straight down to these 2. I love it.
8 teams, and that would, it's a supply and demand problem. There's too much.
Well, TSM's leaving already. After this split, TSM's gone.
That's one.
Mm-hmm. And Dignitas wanted to sell their spot last year to Sentinels. And with what they're doing now, they could just leave the league.
Yeah.
Many spots, and there's not enough competitive teams to fill them. And that's why you have teams that are checked the fuck out. They're kind of coasting, and they're ready to, they want to sell. I don't think that anyone...
Rezo's been wanting to sell for a long time, but, this is just a camel that broke the straw's back.
When an LCS wants to play with or against people who want to get out of the league, like that's not a good environment to play in. Okay, so that's my opinion on that. I don't think that I don't think this is reasonable at all. I don't think so. And secondly, it's going to dilute the value of the 10 existing spots. That's what Riot said in their reply to this as well. Okay, so Riot commit to a revenue player pool of player salaries for $300K per NACL team per year.
That's the one we didn't even agree with. These people are already getting paid decent money, sitting in the academy, chilling for the better part of it, not doing shit, and they want to introduce more money to them?
Yeah. Yep.
What? I think you can tell these people that main guy is grifting these people. He wants more money in a scene that already doesn't produce any revenue. Just saying.
I'm open to being wrong on this, but my very hot take on this is $300K per NACL team means a minimum of $60K per academy per tier 2 player salary. That
these players are also not paying for rent either. All utilities are paid for, so it's just basically free money for these guys in a scene that already produces basically jack shit.
Per NACL team means a minimum of $60K per academy per tier 2 player salary. That's just crazy to me. I don't think that the worst academy players, I don't think that you can be picked up and you can be the 99th best player in the league. I put that in quotes because it's not actually like that, because there's roles, there's nepotism, there's people Let's just say you're the 99th best league player in America. I don't think that you should be getting paid $60K per year as a minimum. I'm a huge believer in having a like.
Look at this. CLG's second amateur team, not their academy team. This is their second amateur team, won a combined total of 1-13. And
it was even worse. They played like 30 games total.
Oh, Lord.
They won 1 in 29.
People forget, these are BO2s. These aren't best of ones. These are BO2s.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want that in the LCS? Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. The motherfucker locked in Sona. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Obviously, a reasonable floor. I don't know what the reasonable floor is. Like, in my head, it'd be like 30K per player.
Unforgiven is just putting his fucking European long schlong in the motherfuckers. Oh, my goodness.
But having the ability to make like up to like 100K per year if you're really fucking good. What happened to tournaments with actual prize pool? Like, why can't tier 2 be tournaments with prize money where the players
EU Masters
a lot of money, and it's highly.
Yeah, I know Chad said that too. Why can't it just become a version of EU Masters? Everyone's been saying that for years to do.
Yeah, we could just have again regions like Latin America, Brazil, college, LCS orgs if they want to say an academy, other like outside esports orgs like that could join like the Sky's Toast team as like separate leagues, and then this big tournament out of like the top 4 from each of those leagues out of like 12 teams that has a tournament here. Like, but no, that's too logical for Riot.
Oh, right, yeah.
Motivating. It's highly fucking motivating when you enter a competition and $20,000 in your pocket is on the line. Yeah, I'm like a pretty big believer in that personally. I think it would be fun for the viewers to watch. I also think this is like a pretty contentious topic, but I think that when you allow the salaries to be so high in academy, there's actually more negatives to being promoted to LCS than positives. Think about it. Right now, or 1 year ago, I shouldn't say right now, a year ago, 2 years ago, if you're an academy player, you have a cushy job and you're getting paid like 70 or 80K a year, up to like 100, maybe 100K a year, right? If you're a good academy player. I think that there are a lot of players that have flickered in and out of the bottom tier of LCS. When they get promoted from that academy position, they come into LCS and it's like test time. And they could be good, but most of the time they get completely ran down and they're not LCS level. And then their value drops dramatically after.
Happened with Kenvi. Kenvi's a big one of that. Hyped up, came up, basically. Diamond came up, looks like shit.
Tenacity.
Tenacity came up. People were saying, LCS ready for years. He should have started at Worlds over someday.
Yeah, see, those people were cope. That was copium.
They're like, yeah, Tenacity could take on Flandre. Man would have just fisted him. Man would have just got bent over, opened whole butthole, and dug his shit out.
And Sniper can take on Flandre because he's it's like those idiots.
He's so brave. He's so brave and good in lane.
Yeah,
he's on Flandre.
He's so fucking.
Because
like they just see that he's young and he plays like Riven well, and they're just
trust me, you wasn't in the 100C not Discord, in the Reddit where they say, "Oh, Bucio is like the support version of Blabber." Don't it? It's a whole.
They just see an 18-year-old, so they're like, okay.
Yeah, they see young player, and they're like, he should be in. Why? Because I like him. This ain't a fucking popularity contest here, people. It's like, what?
The only thing that the Reddit got is that Core Digit should have retired 2 years ago.
That is true. We also had Revenge. Came up from FlyQuest Academy. He's been looking like straight.
He never should have. He
never was good to begin with. He had no talent.
No, he was like the 8th out of 10th best top laner in Academy, but he got promoted because he was like 21. So they're like, he has raw, untapped potential.
I love that one. Yeah, my boy Alorum was playing on Wildcard Gaming. Still looks better than Revenge, but he's too old now.
Yeah, that and because he's brothers with Viper and Sniper, so of course.
Oh Lord. Oh, I gotta get Alorum back on. I'm gonna see if I can shoot him a message, see if he wants to be on.
That'd be great.
What else? Who else player? Yeah, like all the players that I can remember outside of a select few, they get hyped up in Academy. They come up on stage and look like straight.
Fudge looked up to his potential. I told you.
Fudge, but the thing is, he actually looked good. There's been a few players that have actually looked genuinely good.
Because I actually watch Academy. I don't look at a player's age and go, him.
But to be fair, Fudge had been at Worlds before that. Fudge was literally at Worlds before.
Yeah, as a
He won a
17-year-old.
split. So was that really an LCS Academy player?
But it was for Oceania, though.
He went to Worlds!
Yeah, he played half a split once he turned 17 and made Worlds with a contender in Mammoth and on Oceania.
Oh, remember
Their
when
competition was Clutch Gaming and Unicorns of Love.
Remember when EG subbed in Ryoma and Ryoma played Azir? Even that wasn't good enough for them to start over Jojo Pion.
Yeah, he looked better than JoJo that game.
Oh, Lord. Tommy.
Tommy
fuck.
getting those gold stars.
You know, Team Liquid, they're Academy players popping off in Academy. Nah, I would just love having fucking Yeon and Harry just turbo sprint it the whole year. Oh, yeah, when PL6 is overpaying that fucker, that small-eyed fuck for, like, how much money you're giving
won
him.
Worlds. What have you done?
Oh, Lord. Oh, please, not my brain.
Afterwards, like their value drops like crazy afterwards because people saw them perform poorly in LCS. Why risk it? Like, why risk getting promoted to LCS when you could just take the guaranteed cushy academy salary? Like, I just know that is like an attitude held by some. You have a lot to lose. You have like your job insecurity in LCS is so much higher than it is in academy. So that was an old system. I guess I'm rambling right now because within the new system, I don't think it would really be an issue. It's just, like I said, I think 300K per team is like a little bit high. Allow LCS orgs to partner with affiliates for cost sharing. I think Riot addressed this already, and it's already a thing. It's a good idea. Basically, what that means is like partnering with like Maryville University, partnering with like different tier 2 orgs to split the costs, but also to like split the benefits. So, you know, there's more collaboration and it's just easier on the LCS orgs to dip their toes into tier 2. Riot guarantees LCS minimum contracts for the following year for 5 players who win the LCS summer finals each year. This is where I started getting like a little bit, I started questioning. I'm like, what does that mean? So then I had to clarify with Philip. Basically what that means is that the 5 academy players who win are guaranteed to have a job for the next year. And I was so curious, like, who wanted this rule? Is it like the...
That means if you hard carry someone to a championship, that person is guaranteed a job.
Wait, do they mean just an academy?
Well, to be fair, it also does say 3/5 of the roster. To be fair, that is there, but
yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, we saw like no org win. You know, like what was that team again? It was like
their name was actually No Org.
Yes, and the roster was Viper and I believe
Apollo was on there.
No, it was Value. And then
yeah.
And then support. I forgot who the support was. And then mid lane might have been somebody like Fire. So
yeah, there was an org that actually won the NALCS Academy called No Org. That's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. And you know what happened, guys? Nobody picked them up.
Well, no, they made some academy teams. You know, we got
so essentially nobody picked them up
because no one knew they were this No Org.
Yeah,
what? No Org one? Who's No Org?
Oh, they had Big as a support.
Okay, that might be the reason why he didn't get picked. He's terrible. That guy is trash.
With a guy named Big.
Champions C9. Like, I'm not trying to point fingers. Like, I just like don't understand like who wants this rule. It's a free market. You can be completely hard carried to winning academy finals. It's a competitive market. I don't think anyone should be guaranteed a contract. There are times where people win LCS. And the next year they don't have a team. There are times where people win LEC, and I think
you could play badly in LCS for a week and be out of maybe not back in forever at this point.
Yeah,
you could play badly for a split and retire. The market is so competitive at this point.
They don't next year have a team. I think like Emperor and like Hybrid had that happen to them. It's a competitive market. I don't know what to say. If you're good, you will be picked.
That's not the same situation. That is this guy's brain is fried. This is how you know he doesn't know shit about that. But whatever, let's slide. It's been a long time since that happened. That's when G2 won their first split. That is Emperor and Hybrid. That is not what happened to them. G2 fucked them over, but it wasn't like other teams didn't want them. Also, Hybrid played on Origin. After that's whatever. Nope. Sean, throw me out a window again.
Up. Instituted 3/5 roster continuity rule to provide players on released NACL rosters first priority in maintaining their spots. Okay, so basically what this means is like you have this org, your name is fucking Fred. You made Fred Esports.
We can make one called James Esports. We're all employed by James. He just takes care of us. We're just his kids. I can play a mean Yorick, guys. Don't worry.
And you have a roster.
Those
players won. Those players have a spot in NACL. And you're Fred, and you're like, man, fuck these guys. I don't like them. So you kick all 5 of them, and you get 5 new players, and you still have that spot in NACL. Under this rule, those 5 players, if 3 out of 5 of them choose to stick together, they actually own that spot. To kind of prevent you from having like shitty ownership, or to have a situation where like a team just completely nukes the whole team and still has that spot. I don't know how to feel about that, to be honest. And because I don't feel strongly one way or the other, and I could see like an upside and downside, like I don't really know. And I don't really care. Anyways, I talked to Phil about all these, and the funny thing is, as you can tell, I don't really fully agree with any of these, actually. Only really agree with the affiliates cost sharing thing, and that thing is like already happened. So why did I vote yes on the walkout? Why did overwhelming people vote yes?
Actually, that's where his brain be fried. You don't like all these points, but you voted yes on it. For the absolute love of God, this man just would shoot himself in the foot. This man could say like 30. Hilarious. This man could say like 30 facts, and you're like, wait, you didn't even like his points, but I voted yes on this, guys. Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute.
Well, here's the thing: he voted yes because this is why I think the majority voted yes, because I think some of them know, like, yeah, the points are flawed. There's not really like a real plan, and yeah, like at the moment. Even though they did kind of get screwed over, and there should be like a system like this, it can't work at the moment. Like these orgs, what was in place, and that was completely like Riot's fault, But they still voted yes because they still want to support the idea of it because it should happen. Just even if it's not going about the right ways. But now that he realizes that it could be put the LCS season in jeopardy, now he would be like, yeah. Now that's why he's saying, yeah, I'm okay with playing over that now.
This thing, pure factor, because we didn't go over the LCS stuff. The LCS basically said if these guys don't play, we're shutting down the summer split, and there will be no LCS at Worlds.
What do you mean? We can get the academy players. I want to see Hoon get MVP.
I'm gonna choke you. So,
who do you think would get MVP if they just signed?
I want to see Whistle versus Carrier. Come on.
Yeah, I imagine just all academy players or like college players played this split, and then like who got MVP.
They go to Worlds and they face Team 1 and they lose in like 10 minutes.
Hey, man. Who doesn't want to see a man versus Toby Part 2?
God, I still can't believe fucking players like Emperor and Hybrid played for like one split on G2, won it, then left and fucked off somewhere. Yeah, so, just like Flacken.
The LCS, good lord, the LCS, they basically said if these guys don't play, no Worlds for the LCS, which I'll be honest here, not a bad thing anyway.
Okay,
the LCS
cool.
fucking sucks. Like, wait, look, the LCS is not going to attend Worlds.
They won't miss us.
I mean,
the only thing they'll miss is about is beating up
how badly we're going to get destroyed. No, then we're going to have those memes of like, when does the LCS play?
They just did it.
Okay, so to be fair, if the LCS didn't go to Worlds, then that means the LEC, more pressure on them to be the worst region at that point. Just saying,
Shit, hey, you got Mount Lion go and get whacked in 15 minutes. Fuck it.
I'll be honest, these LCS players, guys, don't care that much about Academy to the point where they would risk missing Worlds. They play literally all year just to potentially get a chance to go to Worlds. They are not sacrificing their Worlds potential spot for an NACL. They're playing after this week. I promise you they are. It's gonna be so awkward. Dude, it's gonna be so awkward when it starts up again. It's gonna be like, hey guys, how you been since MSI?
Nigga, suck my dick. That's what I'm saying. I buy one.
Captain Fuzz be like, yeah, what's up, everybody? We're back to the LCS. Yeah, how's everyone's break?
I'm gonna be the one dude in the back. Man, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna be in the back just cussing it. I probably won't even show up.
How was everyone's vacation? I heard everyone was having a good time and just, living life. Everyone in the crowd's gonna be like, awkward.
Yeah. I forgot Soaz was a coach for NRG now.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. You think it would be better than Dofa if he stepped in?
You mean So Ass? right?
Yeah.
So ass, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, the guy who was so bad that Alorum took his job and he actually played better than him.
Soaz was cracked out, mega wash at that point.
He broke his fucking wrist, so he was fucked.
There's been a lot of things broken on Soaz for a long time. I was surprised.
Oh yeah,
that was a killer.
Yeah, especially
Today,
with eating the play with Reckless.
The LCS team is scrimming, and we have a meeting in 30 minutes. And I'm looking at the LCS Player Association chat. It's a Discord channel, and I'm thinking there is no fucking way that even 26 people are going to show up.
You know what's so funny about this time period is that Fudge went on Twitter and said, "Glad we had a 2-0 week. Can't wait to improve on what we played as a team for next week." This is when there's no LCS. And a menace, he posted a meme. He was like, "Does lil bro know?"
I love how Menace just doesn't get the joke. He never gets the joke.
Sven was like, "Yeah, glad we had a 2-0 week. I hope we keep improving as a team before we qualify for Worlds." And Menace is like, "Well, we didn't play this week."
I love a Menace, man.
Yeah, do you think he's doing it on purpose?
They had the meme of the fucking dog getting hit with that fucking bonk. Does he know? Oh Lord. Oh,
you understand
God.
how lazy LCS players are? After scrims, everyone's tired or hungry. You think that a bunch of people are going to show up
And Doublelift wants to go eat out Lena.
to this thing and we're going to have 26 out of 50 LCS players vote? There's 15 Koreans. There's a shit ton of other imports. I think they have less skin in the game. They should care less, just naturally not being from the region. Like, understandable, right? Like, a lot of them don't even speak English yet.
Why does Berserker care? Man, about to go back to Korea on a fat contract next year after how good he played this year.
Yep.
Go home and get fucking his booty licked by every single Korean girl out there. Holy shit. What's up with Justin? How you doing, man?
Perfectly. To have 26 people even show up is a fucking miracle. Okay, so I show up to this thing and I have my expectations really low. I'm thinking 10 people are going to show up, including my team. And I'm thinking, okay, you know, like maybe 10 or 15 people are going to show up. And it's even if we all vote yes, there's not going to be enough people even in this fucking meeting to.
I don't want black person showed up late.
Like, sure enough, the Discord server fills up fucking fast. So fast. And I'm thinking, like, what is going on? This is crazy, like how many people are here. And then we do a head count. Philip does a head count. And we are 46 out of 50 players are here. 46 LCS players. Like, that's just insane to me. Like, how is this possible that 46 out of 50 players showed up? The last 4 people trickle in, I think. And it's just all 50. Literally all players showed up to the meeting. I was absolutely amazed. If you asked me to bet something, I would have probably bet my life savings, actually. Yeah, I would have bet my life savings that
I'll take that.
there's no way all 50 players are going to show up.
Yeah, I'll take that too.
I'll take that on your girlfriend.
Well,
Yeah,
26
I would
do,
have bet as well.
for the majority, and all 26 vote yes, but all 50? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
That was crazy. And so, you know, I was like, something's going to happen. Like, I could feel the magic in the air that night. I was like, something's going to happen here. I did not expect this at all. I don't
Are you gonna get laid? The hell?
think anyone expected this.
He
I
was
think
probably getting laid during the call.
Wait,
Shit,
wait,
I know I'd be doing that. What?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I mean, if
yeah.
Bjergsen was still in the league, he probably wouldn't show up.
Why would he need to? He's a
He'd
multi-millionaire.
be like, "Oh, guys, we should just play." You know, it's just what got to it. And then you know my black ass, man, shut the fuck up. You haven't been good in 3 years, nigga.
But yeah, no, it'd be like that one meme. I believe it's from the Bond dude who would just go, like, "Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!" You're just like, "I'm so worried."
Oh, is that Tom and Jerry meme? Nigga, what? God.
Like, players are so lazy. Yeah, that's the story of how I lost all my life savings. So anyways, you know, the vote happened. It was overwhelming. I'm not going to say what the vote was. It was overwhelming
Say
majority.
who voted
I walked out of the
no.
meeting feeling like
Say who voted, you fucking pussy.
pretty happy. We walked out of that meeting and everyone was, I think it was, there's a little bit of tension, I feel like, but I wanted to say one thing, which
Yeah,
is,
because they knew who voted no.
These fucking brain dead following, ain't no having brain having LCS players.
Yeah,
Voted
I
all for
bet
those
you
club
Solo
demands.
voted no.
He knows he needs to vote no.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a job after this year. Who the fuck's hiring that guy in 2024?
Yeah.
If you hire Solo in 2024, take
Yeah,
your ass and get out of the fucking league.
I'm sure the entire EG roster still.
Revenge. If Revenge needed to say yes, he needs to have these players all think they like him. He needs to say yes. He needs to actually to pretend he's their friend.
EG blew up their roster to get trash players. Like, just think about it.
for Mayo could be decent. I think
There's a world where LCS just, like continues
doesn't-
as normal. Like, how much of a joke would it be if you guys watched LCS? LCS just starts. The stream starts. The players walk out. There's like
It's like Pokimane, XQC, Ludwig.
No.
Cinderella.
One team is Lily PQ, Scara, Pokimane,
Yeah.
Ludwig, and Cutie. Or not, you can swap out Scara for somebody else.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Scara in the old Delta Fox team.
There's going to be a announcement saying that LCS has been purchased by Pornhub.
Jesus
Yep.
Christ.
no, like the casters have to ignore that happening. There's like no coverage of it, and then the games get played between like 50 bronze players.
Yeah.
And as I stress, that's funny. Like once, that's not what I want to watch every week.
It's funny the first week, and it's like, oh shit, he's playing the bad.
Like,
wait
we
a
can get
second.
that Bronze Force streamer.
It's like, wait a second, why is Chaz playing Nami big? Why are
Yeah,
you
we
playing
can get
a
a
really
Cillian
soul?
to return. I can't wait for that. We can get RF Legendary.
No, you can't. RF legendary. RF shitty.
Yeah, we can
Imagine-
get Remy's Ghost to play.
Imagine playing Yumi top, Aurelion
Yumi
Soul
top, Nami
Jungle.
mid, Aurelion Soul jungle. You might as well. Are you gonna get any kills that game?
Wait, you don't want to see RF Legendary of such a great player? Did you not
RF
see his
legendary had a
Mundo?
KDA of 0.01.
Yeah,
You know how
because
bad that is?
he was on his Dr.
No,
Mundo doing the
this,
job.
he was legendary. He had a legendary KDA of 0.1. Do you know how bad you have to be to have that?
Yeah,
that
'cause
means
he
you're not
was-
even
he was
hitting
tanking the
minions
top
in
lane.
lane.
Yes, no,
That
he-
means you
he-
went to
he
lane,
stayed in his
walked
lane.
around, fucked off, and literally just hit a minion for the last 5 minutes in lane.
Yeah, that's what he
You know how
did.
bad you
He
have to play that way?
just stayed in
You
his
got
top lane on
Cassante as
Dr.
support.
Mundo and stayed in lane doing that. He was fantastic. I don't know what
You
you're
got
talking about.
Cassante support. You got Yumi as your ADC.
Back in 2016 when me and James were watching LCS, James as a diamond support had a better KDA than RF Legendary in LCS.
Hey,
Not
listen,
kidding.
we're gonna get Team Dragon Knight versus Team Coast.
No, James had a better KDA than a top laner in the LCS at a certain point in season 6.
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. He
How
sounds
is
like
it
a
going to
legend.
happen? Like, just explain it
sounds
to me,
about
guys.
right.
Who's going to want that to happen? I kind of like we're talking about like
Me.
Doom.
No, you don't.
Yes,
I know you
I
don't.
want to see the world
scenarios, like,
burn, and
do
also
we
that
have to
intro
win?
put on.
You know, if there's like defectors, what
I want to
happens
see
if
Pokey get pounded live
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, you know
off
that
stage.
intro though. It sounded like that WWE broadcast where they all walked out and then they started Raw with no one but Triple H.
Just imagine the disguised toast team has Pokimane on it. Pokimane versus a menace. All right, how much bets you would have hedged on her getting completely fisted in less than 5 minutes? You think she'll be down 0-10, 0-8?
She's gonna shake her ass, and a minute's gonna forget how to play.
Yeah, no, she's gonna make a bet with him. Like, if you lose the game for me,
I'll give you some sucky for $5.
No, not even that. I'll just sit on your lap for like 10 minutes. I'm
He's like, hold on,
I'm
it's American woman.
yeah,
American
Amanez can
woman.
hold it off. He just needs to watch more videos of the K-pop.
Yeah, there was. Remember we had those rumors of when Sven was on TSM, him and a Acadian slept with the same girl, and he got an STD for that.
I mean, it could be a
Remember that one?
You know,
Remember that?
Sleeping with
yeah,
players'
I heard
moms.
about that. I was like, damn.
Yeah, so basically, Acadian's girlfriend Kelsey. Because people say, but how do you know his girlfriend was Kelsey? They literally have pictures together when he was playing LCS competitively. You people can't be that retarded, okay? I don't know how many other girls out there
I was
were like her.
gonna say bring it up, but they probably broke up by now.
Acadian and Kelso, yeah, they're I'm just right here. Acadian, I just want Acadian's name. Fuck.
Don't ask me.
Acadian League. That's what League of Legends. Acadian League. Okay, there we go. This is Acadian Matthew. His name was Matthew. All right, there. Jesus Christ. All right.
Oh, his Twitter's right there.
Oh yeah. I don't think his pictures will be there. Does he post on Twitter a lot? I think he does.
Oh, his
Hey,
Instagram is below.
remember when he was
There you go, right
forced
here.
back
Yeah,
into
that was her.
LCS?
That was Kelso.
Oh hell yeah! Shit.
This was his girl.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I forgot her name. Her name was Kelsey.
No! Go to the
Where is
tweet.
this one?
No, go to the tweet. I want to see a Sven replied saying congrats.
There we go. Yes, Kelsey Rimmage. Yeah, she's really cute. Yeah, Kelsey's beautiful. Now, apparently, She slept with Sven. But
Yeah,
she
hold
gave
on,
him the same
go back
That's
to
SPD.
the
not
tweet.
surprising.
Go back to the tweet. Go back
Which
to
one?
the tweet. I don't know. Go back.
I
I want
thought
to
you
see.
said she
I
slept
want to
with a
see if
minute. I was like,
Sven
whoa.
Let's see if Sven replied saying congrats. Go down.
Oh, he wasn't in the league then. This was 2018.
Oh, that sucks.
Zen was in where was Zen at in 2018? Oh, he wasn't in the league in 2018. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he was with Mithy in TSM.
Yeah.
Did Sven like this?
Congrats. I wonder why.
I wonder if Sven liked this shit. Son of a bitch. I want to see if he liked this shit. I want to check. There's 1,000 people here. I'll be dedicated to do this. I wonder if he liked this. How many? We lit through all these likes. Did Sven like this? Holy shit! Imagine liking this and going and fucking his fiance. Oh my god! What a Chad.
At least.
Hey. If Zen was a real Giga Chad, man, he would have fucked the mom as well.
I mean, I will dominate basically.
Okay, no, he didn't.
I know he dominate looks like he'll fuck every piece of ass in the house, man. That nigga.
C9's social media manager liked it. Wow.
He probably hit that too. Shit.
Come on, Sven, like it.
They were in a Cloud9 merch promotion together.
Come on, Sven, don't let us down.
Does Sven like this? Sven, if you like this, you're a Giga Chad. I'll tell you that right now.
Come on. Okay, yeah, there's only like 300, so it won't take fast.
There's 1,000 likes here.
Oh, well, yeah, it won't take fast if you're scrolling through fast. So, yeah. Come on, Sven.
No, there's no way. There's no way. Because isn't his name at Sven, right? Or Jasper or something?
Yeah, something like that. Oh, there was a Danish guy on Cloud9 who liked it.
Okay, luckily Sven is not that big of a douchebag where he would fuck a man's fiance then like the post.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
I hope not. Right?
You sure about that?
I mean, I'm sure there's other players enough to do that.
No, what LCS players like this? Who the fuck is Bozy?
I mean, there's one at the top who liked it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So long story short, Sven is rumored that he slept with her, and they were married, engaged, and they had broken up, but they had got the same STD. But maybe he got it from a different girl because Sven is tall as fuck and his dick is like 13 inches long or some shit.
He's stupid.
I'm just saying, man. You think Sven has a small dick? No way. No other man has a small dick ever.
I don't know what his dick will be like.
All right, Sven. You're in the clear.
For now.
It would be funny if you stopped scrolling and then at the very bottom it had him.
I'm scrolling out as far as I can. I'm gonna stop doing this for like a second.
Yeah.
But as you guys can see, that was the girl. It's not ugly. It's not a girl at all.
She's cute. Both of them are cute. That's me. No, man, he probably definitely fucked.
Yeah.
He click show more reply. It's probably deep down there.
What? I wonder if 80. I was gonna see if Sven quote tweeted it. Oh Lord, what the heck? What's that blue here? No, it's only 49 retweets, so that's not bad. Okay.
God damn it, you coward!
No, Tan. These are people I haven't seen in the scene for a long time. Holy crap!
And remember when he was forced onto Dig when Dardog fucking threw a chair at someone?
Allegedly,
like getting pressured to be replaced on LCS Day. I'm like, guys, there's like no way LCS is gonna happen. To me, I think it's an empty threat that Riot was like looking at the teams to replace their rosters with like scabs. It's for Worlds, by the way. Summer Split is for Worlds. You're gonna say the standings for Worlds the first week of LCS, like fucking 1/9 of the regular season games is played by just complete giga randoms?
Yeah, you could have Bob Cheddar Joe play his one trick Kled week 1, right?
Yeah.
I don't know who the fuck Bob Cheddar Joe is, but that's who you want to see instead of Summit versus Impact.
Oh, yeah.
These fans are like, I want to see Bob Cheddar Joe. One trick is Kled.
Yeah, we want Billy Brown,
Billy Brown and Bob Cheddar Joe. We should have a player called Emmett Till just running down for them too, right?
Yeah, we want Pie Cake Lord.
Pie Cake Lord.
We want Misty Stump.
Emmett Till played Nautilus. Just
and then we want Cillian back in the lead. He was great.
You guys probably already read the response. LCS ended up getting pushed back 2 weeks. Ultimately, it's not really up to me. I voted yes. So let me I never explained exactly like what I'm standing for, I guess. What I think we all voted on is not these bullet points. I don't want to speak for everyone, but my feeling is that we didn't vote on these bullet points. We didn't say, yes, we support all of these bullet points. We want Riot to support the tier 2 scene.
Yeah, figure.
Not kill it. And especially in the way that they killed it with no notice, with no discussion, and in fact,
they looked at it. They gave you one notice. Do you guys want this? Yes or no? That was it.
I'm surprised. That's again, that makes sense, but yeah, their plan is definitely flawed, though. This guy's plan, but yeah.
Phil's plan is to keep a tier 2 system around where players can emotionally manipulate younger guys to keep giving him money. That's his plan.
Yep.
Yeah, our plan is to get players back in the league like Avalon on the Winter Fox.
Ain't that America?
Yeah.
Yeah, trust me, you need to rewatch the Winter Fox games, MSK.
Like, I'm honestly just pretty surprised that like we're just sitting here in the comfort of our keyboards, guys. Like we're not actually like doing anything. So people are like, man, so brave, like so based.
Oh yeah, they're so brave, Travis. They're so brave for standing up for what they believe in. Shut the fuck up, you liberal dumb NPC.
When Doublelift is even criticizing you, then you hit a
God, man. Oh, I hate that. Oh, Lord.
I really care about the players, but reveal anything.
I care about the players so much. I really love that they stood up for themselves. They went on a Discord call. Fat, retarded, pickle juice idiot.
He wasn't invited, so he probably...
Oh, Travis is definitely not invited. Holy shit. He might eat the whole fucking Discord call.
I mean, he probably fucking blocked half of the players, so...
Yeah, he probably got hungry. He probably was watching his ex-black girlfriend get fucked by another white dude or some shit. I don't fucking know.
He's stupid.
We're sitting at our keyboards. We have our headsets on. We're listening to Philip talk, and
fucking show this.
We cast our vote. It takes 5 minutes. It's and ultimately, like, what we're asking for isn't even really that crazy. It is that we want Riot to support the tier 2 scene in a reasonable way. I don't really want to be part of the discussion of like what that means, but also like that
he doesn't care about tier 2 himself. Right there, he just said he wasn't part of those discussions. Give a fuck.
Yeah, again, it's fine about
Justin, what deck did you play?
Makes sense. But again, their plan is flawed and they don't give a fuck themselves.
Hell no, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, and also, why is Mark even doing that with Travis? You're better than that.
No discussion.
I love how even he brings this disingenuous point up too. They care about people just randomly losing their jobs. Do they go out and support those random other LCS players that get randomly kicked from teams weeks into a split then? I wonder how many of them supported Spawn when he got thrown out the league.
Yeah, I swear. It's like some of them are just doing it so then they look good and so they don't have any beef with anyone. They don't actually like truthfully care whatever happens to them because they're an LCS good.
Anybody check up on Arma when he got thrown out by Dig?
No. Yeah, there's many
Inspired
like that.
was literally one of the best players in the league. They check up on him when Ichi just threw him out.
Yeah, did anybody check on Danny?
And I think I'm doing a pretty bad job of explaining
Nicole did.
Explaining it. That's just a few of the reasons, I guess, that majority of people voted yes. What about the team owners? I don't know if I made this clear enough, but I don't think that the teams should be forced to have academy teams. That system benefited nobody, actually.
True.
I think that it's on Riots to spend a small percentage of their money to support the tier 2 scene and not just kind of kill it as it is and then pawn it off to some random org I've never even heard of with some dog shit name I didn't even see. Like, it's like in one of their posts somewhere. But
that or just have other orgs like college teams.
Yeah, he paid a couple weeks ago.
Like a MILF that Chaz be interested in?
They paid a couple weeks ago, not Riot.
ACL, and it's like framed like we remain committed, and like they killed it.
We remain committed, but fuck you.
That's all there is to it. They basically just like dumped it in the street and they shot it for good measure. Somewhere in between the old system and that system is like one where Riot like can still have a tier 2 scene exist. Did I watch that one say? I actually did not. And like I don't know, this thing has been coming to like this really big issue where I guess like I want to say that I care, but if it's the option of
I want to say I care, but I actually really don't. But I still need the public perception of me caring, though. So I'll just say that I care.
How about what Riot Socialistic Association of America?
standing by Academy and having LCS Summer Split be canceled, like Riot threatened, and just letting go of the situation, I'm letting go. Like, I'm letting go of the situation. I'm not like so gung ho about it that I'm willing to not play Summer Split.
Pause.
So like when Riot threatened to go nuclear, that's a pretty big threat. Like I think every player was a little bit affected.
The problem is, Riot was never going to do that, though.
Yeah, yes, and also there's many players who think that truthfully. Like, yeah, they're in support of it, but if it's between the two, yeah, they rather play.
That right there, dude, shows how much they really care about Academy and what they believe. Because they really stood on what they
over
believe.
Half of the players think that Double is the only one that said it openly, and yeah, well, listen, I'm not criticizing him for, especially at this stage in his career and with his wealth and with his age and opportunities after this. Yeah, no, there's nothing distruthful there. Now, should he have said it out loud though while they're trying to negotiate? I mean,
dude, what had a good chance. They had negotiation powers. They had no negotiation powers ever.
Still, it doesn't make it any better. But
I'm just saying.
Whatever.
But to start off, they never had any bargaining power. They're not even a union. None of them bring any value to the table outside of. There's probably 2 players out of all the 50 we have to have any bargaining power.
No, they're like those 3 like independent seats at the White House.
Oh Lord, Jesus Christ! I agree. Yeah, it's one of those things where if these players truly believe on what they stood for and they really care about Academy, they just don't play. But let's be honest here, they're not missing playing Summer. Not people. People didn't bring about the players. Do these players really want to not play competitive LCS games? Risk losing all their mechanics just for a tier 2 scene that's worthless?
Yeah, I was saying.
Or if they don't play on stage, they don't get better.
It out next year in the off season.
Yeah. This thing, they don't play on stage, they don't get better. They're not getting better scrimming against Billy Bob Joe. Fuck me, playing Kled one trick. Like that'll help you with shit. Honestly,
they're doing good against like Winston and.
I guess scrimming. I don't know, the University of Louisiana.
Odd Orange. Yeah, University Maryville.
Riot's willing to cancel Summer Splits. I hope they go.
Also, Riot won't do that because they have huge sponsors.
Just continue with the negotiations in the off season.
Yeah. The reason why Riot wouldn't cancel the Summer Splits because tell your sponsors that's funding your league. Yeah, we're not doing any games.
Yeah, again, this is
cool.
why
Goodbye.
They should have just made this Academy decision after the Summer Split, like as they should have. And gave all the players like more time than to find new job. Like since it's the off season, I think this would have been avoided if they just made the rule in summer. But whatever.
Go well. I'm just telling you guys the truth. You don't think that everyone knows that? Like it's just it is what it is, guys. It's like beating a dead horse because like everyone is in agreement that the old system sucked. The old system is not the way. I think let's find a new system where tier 2 can exist and there can be jobs in tier 2. And it's not on the teams, but it is more of like a free market where a team like this guy's Toast's team can be made. And
Golden Glue on Twitter was like, I signed a contract. Top Fake God, Tomio, Young Mid, Meek, and Zazel. Isn't just this is 3/5 of C9's Academy roster.
Yep.
Plus the Golden Guardians Academy mid laner, plus the fuck Meek is. I forgot what that is, honestly.
Yep.
Meek was like the I believe like the CLG ADC or something, but this is a very good route. They don't have Diplex or Lost, but yeah, I would say
look at this guy's toast. Look at his style. Super professional esports award.
Yeah, I would say ADC is about the same, if not better. Young, again, about the same, if not better, than Diplex with how Young performed. And then, Tomio, Fake God, and Zazel. So, great roster, actually. And then Golden Glue, just like some of the players on this roster, Golden Glue really should have got an LCS coaching job last year.
I remember, this guy still already said he's already losing a good amount of money fielding esport teams. Just saying.
Yeah, streamers go into this with the knowing that they'll lose money. Unlike the orgs who have like this fucking blind mindset, they'll magically gain
pumping venture capital. We're gonna make billions upon billions and billions. Wait, what? Yeah.
Out of nowhere, because somebody wanted to be an academy. They actively are seeking to compete in Academy, not forced to be in there and given a participation trophy, strapped down, kicking and screaming like, you need to find 5 players, bitch, and a coach and analysts and give them food and da-da-da. And he is trying really hard to make his games exciting, right?
Oh, yeah. All right, so that's it with that.
Yeah, it's fine. Listen, FTX will save us.
Reginald will save us, right? He's going to stick with the LCS, and he's committed to the LCS.
Yeah, very committed. FTX will save us. The sponsorships. They'll save LCS.
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
Actually, you know who will save us? Cream cheese.
All right. You guys want to say anything else before we head out?
Yeah,
actually?
I wonder if any of you watched the Players series to get that joke.
Cream cheese, nah.
There's a League of Legends LCS TV show on Amazon called Players, and the protagonist of it is called Cream Cheese. That's its player name.
I hate you so much. I hate you.
And there was just a post that was like, this is going to be the roster they'll be fielding on week 1, and then they just took a screenshot from the players from the show.
All right.
Pretty much.
So the LCS is gonna come back, obviously, after not this week, right? The next week, I think, it's gonna start. LCS starts in 2 weeks. These players never had shit. I'll be honest here. Riot wasn't gonna cave. They threatened to cancel the summer split. Riot's not gonna do that because of other obligations they have to sponsors. So yeah, I mean, maybe this does have a change for the better, but then maybe I might get my dad in my life. That's how much this really means to everyone. All right, you guys want to say anything else before we head out? Actually, there's so many nuanced topics in this, and I do blame the teams a lot about all this happening, inflating salaries, not understanding the market is just not really there to sustain this for the LCS. Guys, we couldn't cover all these topics in one single show. I'm just saying, this is going to happen. Yeah. This was going to happen. I'm just glad it happened, I guess, better sooner than later. This should have happened 2 years ago, if I'm being honest here. But, hey, Academy's gone, and me and James are going to make an esport org called Cookies and Cream Esports.
I mean, it would be better than this, yeah. I mean, listen, in your free time, you need to just rewatch those Winter Fox games and look at Avalon's play in the top lane. It's going to blow your mind.
I'm not trying to get AIDS, but
come on, just do it. The guy was literally like a silver player in Korea who his brother convinced, like Helio, whatever the jungler was, that he was some like top prospect in Korea. Ran him over. First game, he played like Lulu, getting destroyed. He had to go help him for the whole match. Oh, and this guy's going to save LCS, all right?
Are you sure TSM's not going to save the LCS with their really great roster? That's going to get first place and go to Worlds?
With TSM.
Yeah.
He's going to save us, all right?
That's also crazy that Reginald thinks he's going to be competitive in the LPL or the LCK if he doesn't spend like top dollar. The regions who are ultra mega competitive.
The only way he's going to win in the LPL if he kidnaps some other players from some other teams and make them go missing, and that's not that hard. Just sell your soul to the triads. They'll make it happen.
Who knows, man? They might just by name alone grab people, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have a good name for themselves given how they treated Kiedo and Shenny from 2021.
No, like I'm saying is what you need to do. Some of those lower tier teams, just put in a call to somebody, just have them disappear.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
I mean, look, Piglet will save us.
Yeah, I mean, T1 is gonna win Worlds, right? They're gonna at least win a single finals with this roster, right?
Yeah. Hooney's gonna come back and play for T1, and they're gonna win Worlds.
T1 can win the summer split. Just swap out owner for Peanut, right?
Yeah. Again, I said this a million times. So
swap out Carrier for Corjeje.
Only
one last ride.
Again, owner's good, but I said this a million times. He's not good enough to win international titles, and this is what happened. They should have signed Tarzan ages ago. They would have won these.
You really think LNG will let Tarzan go? How much
Well, Tarzan would let himself go to T1 probably.
That's how Korean that's how Chinese contract work,
that's
man.
not how that worked. What you needed was call someone in to try and tell them we need this guy to end up in Korea.
Okay, it's not a mafia movie.
Yeah, probably is, stuck in China now.
How much do you think Tarzan will be worth to T1 rather than just finding a Korean jungler in their region that could work for him?
Easily $1 million, at least.
At least $1 million for Tarzan.
Well, I don't know how the contracts
you just kidnap.
Not just $1 million contract. You have to pay his buyout fee too. They just wonder if he's going to synergize with your roster.
It's worth it.
There's no buyout fee if the team. There's no buyout team if the former team disappears.
Okay. Yeah, they just go missing.
His, agent disappeared.
They all just got into a car crash and they got shot in the head. They shot themselves in the head.
Yeah,
twice.
like Peter Zane,
That's how the KGB be doing it. They, they got in a car accident and then shot himself. Like, what? What?
All right, everyone.
Because Americans be
promise
they
tries committing suicide,
Because the Russians know how to do an assassination. Americans don't. Because those shoot themselves in the head and then say he got in a car accident. I'm like, wait a second. How does that work? He shot himself.
And then everyone knows it happens so often that they just gotta go, okay. But we don't say shit.
Listen, RJS is gonna save us.
All right, okay. Jesus, holy fuck. Good God. Yep. Tenacity is T1's newest top laner, right? Because fuck Zeus. He's not that good. He's a washed up piece of shit.
Yeah, no, Tenacity could actually go on like an EU Masters org and rebound. Like there were EU Master orgs that wanted Niles before he went to Golden Guardians because he didn't have much of a brain.
They didn't take that guy. He
didn't have much of a brain, but he could be taught, with his mechanical skills, which is true. But he went to Golden Guardians and I'm saying yes. He had dumb decision making, but he had mechanical skills.
What I'm saying is like you're trying to groom. You're gonna teach him how to play League better.
Yes, that's what EU. No, that's what EU said. It's like he had mechanics, so. Yes, he had no brain, but they could make him smarter in game and then make him a good top laner and then eventually get the LEC. But he wanted the easy LCS job, and then Golden Guardians wasn't going to teach him shit because they had a bunch of Oceanic coaches and didn't care about their players. They literally bought
a bunch of college players.
Toward the tail end of COVID so he just played the entire split fucking Intin up in top.
Golden Guardians literally did exactly what people kept saying these orgs would do. Buy a bunch of shitty players and fill the roster.
No, the problem is they bought the shitty ones, not the good ones in Academy. They literally bought the worst ones.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. We'll do our LEC 2023 Summer Split Power Rankings. And
I want the LEC also goes on a fucking
player strike. No way that happens, man. Shock should open up her butthole for my mouth to suck on. But
I'm sure EV would vote no.
Pretty sure Fnatic and G2 players are like, no, we're good. Wait, Raz would be like, yeah, bro, we can win the split, bro. Like, bro, we can win the split. Motherfucker, didn't you get 7th place, both splits?
Yeah, I'm sure Reckless would vote yes to.
All right, everyone. We'll see you guys next Sunday.
Reckless got a team right now. He just hoping.
That's why he's voting yes. So then if it gets canceled, he can be like, it's because you didn't have me.
All right, guys. See you next Sunday. Peace.